Hello, everybody. Hi. How you doing? Welcome to D&D Play 20. Let's play some Dungeons and Dragons. I'm so excited. We have a transformed character. Well, we'll get to that. This is Dragons of a Winter Storm, a live D&D stream that you can watch, you can chat with us, you can join in, and we get to have all the fun. It is called Dragons of a Winter Storm, of course, as I said, and here's what it's all about. 6 people bound together by destiny, hunted by the minions of a dragon queen. The fate of the world is at stake. While the kingdoms gather to fight the dragon queen and her army of dragons, our heroes have embarked on a quest to save the planet. Their only guide to find the good dragons and unlock magic into the world is the Tome of Everlasting Prophecy, a book that can only be read by Penbear, the shy group druid. Thus far, at the behest of Lazarus, the last prophet, the party has traveled to the Tower of Aranash, the home of the Brotherhood of Prophets, only to see it whisked skyward in a brilliant flash of light. I need a drink. Excuse me. At the same moment, the Tome of Everlasting Prophecy called to Penbear, and as he gazed at its pages, new text appeared, leading the group skyward and roamed the gnome's airship. Higher and higher they sailed until they were among the clouds, and there they once more found the tower, safely nestled in the heavens. Within the Well of Souls, having been inactive for decades, it now called to them, beckoning them to come into the tower and approach it. Lazarus led the group to the proper chamber, and the well spoke. It called forth a riddle to solve. I hold a hatred within, for actions taken in the past. I dwell in darkness, I rarely act last. I am a weapon, even if unarmed. My body is my tempo, and by few am I charmed. Who am I? The answer Yora deduced was Seldana. Instantly, an egg the color of the sky rose from within the Well of Souls. The elven monk Seldana reached out and laid her hand upon the surface of the egg, and in her mind she spoke with the dragon within, agreeing to become its protector. At that moment, blue magic began to come from the egg, radiating outward like ripples, growing stronger and brighter until it blinded the others in the room. And when it faded, Seldana was gone. Trius called out for her in shock, and finally the group heard her response from above. Seldana was 30 feet above their heads, magical blue wings holding her aloft. Immediately, Yora flew up to her, making sure she was all right, and together they sat down on the ground, happy to have this ability in common. Upon leaving the tower with the egg, all were shocked to find that the elven crew aboard Rome's ship had also been transformed and given these magical wings. So the first part of their quest had been completed without any blood being spilled. Would the next part go so smoothly? This is what we have all gathered on this night to find out as we join the party on the Aosira, Rome the gnome's flying ship. Let's join them now. And so we begin. How is everybody doing tonight? Y'all excited?
Yeah, let's do it! Flying people!
I
I'm
actually
so excited, I
unmuted.
just can't hide it.
I'm so excited. All right. So, as you are all aboard the ship except for some of the elves that are flying about. Maybe Yoren and Sildana are also flying. It's up to them. It comes time once again for a decision to be made. The 5 of you, well, the 6 of you really, Azrael is down below deck, need to come to a decision. Where shall you go next? You are currently floating on the ship, which is just outside the Tower of Aranash, which is nestled in the clouds, seemingly held aloft by only the clouds, the billowing clouds. The wind is blowing. It's a little chilly up this high, but the ship provides its own natural warmth to some degree. And so, as I switch around here, okay, so we have that decision to make. Does anybody have any ideas where you would like to go next?
Are we all together, or you said that some of us are off doing something, but
Well, the
like
elves,
if we're all together, then we probably need to discuss this all together. Otherwise, we should probably wait until we're all together as a group.
the elven crew members are flying around using their new wings, enjoying the new abilities that they have. Sildana, what are you doing at the moment?
I think Sultana is going to be kind of like tentatively trying to figure out how to use her wings, only going up like a little bit at a time, just kind of like trying to get used to the feeling of not being on the ground.
Okay.
Yora's gonna be right over there with her, and like holding. So like, Saldana would be like, Yora would be like on like her belly with like her feet underneath Saldana's, with her hands underneath Saldana's feet. Like, look, like you're getting like 6 inches now, and now you're a 7, and now you're a 8, and just also like almost like trying to catch her. I don't know why she would be doing this, but this is what she's doing.
I'm imagining this the same way as like a parent trying to teach their little kid how to ski the first time.
Yeah, or like
Where,
walk.
Yeah, like Saldana's just like a baby deer where every time she gets up, she like immediately loses confidence, like starts falling forward and whatnot.
Yeah, exactly. And while we're like face to face, like on the deck flat, like I would be like holding your hands, and then we can go up together. However, yeah. And Saldana, it helps if you see. I read a story once where it says something about like thinking happy thoughts, and I don't really know if that's true or not, but you can definitely try that.
Okay. She'll kind of like
What's
go
your
up
happy
like
thought?
another. So here's the thing: Saldana hasn't really had happy thoughts for a while. It's like
I know.
you'll see her face like kind of like contort and tries. She tries to think, and she goes nowhere.
What about some really fun, some of our childhood games, like going in and picking on Sass's father and my father while they're doing business, and we're all and they were all like, you young ladies, you're not behaving. But of course they weren't really mad at us ever, right? Like they were never like, your father was there a couple of times, and then we would go eat chocolate chip cookies. That's a good memory.
A very good memory. You'll see her start to kind of like slowly start to move up.
Yay!
I remember this well. The chocolate chip cookie sounds very nice right now.
It does. And you know what else will be really great? It'll be really great when we find Sass again.
I'd like to do that. think that'd be very nice to see someone that's not exactly, hopefully not involved with any of the things we're up to and has a relatively normal life.
I don't know if it would be relatively normal. The last time I saw her was the night everything happened, and I don't even know she's necessarily even alive. I just think she is. So we have to keep really happy thoughts and just think about how happy it would be if we all get to eat chocolate chip cookies together. I guess that works. Hope works just as well as happy, right? She's like trying to convince herself this as well.
I think sometimes hope is better.
And then we go way high.
Yeah, Saldana will shoot up like 10 to 15 feet in the air.
Yay, Saldana, you're doing so great. Do your wings actually look like your picture?
Uh-huh. Exactly what they look like.
With the bones and everything sticking out?
Yeah, so they're ethereal.
Okay.
But I figure since she got them from a dragon, they may as well look like dragon wings.
Cool. So Donna, your wings are very impressive.
Oh, thank you. I got them all myself.
That's very true. Remind me what else the egg said to you?
It said that I basically was its protector, and I have to.
Are you the mama?
I don't think so. I hope not, at least. Otherwise, my parents have a lot of explaining to do. Well,
they were very wrong. That's not how you get a baby.
what, doesn't just a stork just deliver it at random?
Or an egg adopts you and gives you wings.
Yeah, that's basically what happened.
Yeah. Did it say what we had to protect it from?
It didn't say we had to protect it from, but it said I had to protect it and watch over it until it hatched.
And it did not give a date about when it would hatch.
It did not.
And it just talks to you in your head?
Pretty much. It's kind of weird, but at the same time, it's kind of like something that you didn't realize it was missing until you found it. Like I feel more whole than I have in the last several years.
I'm glad that you have that peace and that whole feeling. I have lots of voices that are always going inside my head, and they are not comforting like that. So that sounds really nice to only have one voice. Or two. Your voice and their voice, I guess. Can you talk to it right now? Is it saying anything to you right now? Is it always there?
I can try. And Sildana will kind of like try and... She has the egg in her backpack, basically, so that it's always on her. She will try and like communicate with it and see if anything happens.
As we're still like 25 feet up in the air.
What'd she say to it?
I think she's gonna say, "Can you hear? Are you there? Can you hear me?"
Yes.
Then she'll kind of look at Yor with like a kind of shocked and confused face. Well, I can definitely communicate with it.
With it? Does it have a name? Do we get to know its name? Do we get to name it?
That is an excellent question. Maybe that's something I should think about.
Do you think it's a thing that we should ask it?
I can try, and Sildana will ask to the egg, excuse me, but do you have a name by chance? Knowing full well that her player has been lazy.
Only my protector can give me a name. I await my protector.
I will think about this and give you a name.
Are you answering this out loud or back in your head?
In her head.
Okay.
So Yora, apparently it's up to me to give it a name.
That's so exciting and also so much pressure.
Yeah, imagine the pressure of having to name something that's going to exist for a long time. Can't imagine what that's like.
That's a lot of pressure. But it's also it gives you a really good chance to it's almost like your legacy, Saldana.
I mean, yeah, I think you're right. I mean, I'd be known for different things, but I guess naming a dragon's kind of cool too.
That's pretty cool. I think you should name it Fluffernutter.
I don't think so.
Can I at least put that name in for consideration?
I'll keep that in mind,
Yes. That's okay. That's all I
but
ask.
I make no promises.
Yes. Fluffernutter for the win. Dragon 2021.
What does 2021 mean?
That's how long it's going to be around for like 2021 years or something.
You really live that long?
I don't know. I don't know anything about dragons. I only know stories that my father told me. And it wasn't really even necessarily like about like their husbandry or how to raise an egg or anything of that nature. It was really just kind of big bad evil queen and all the guardians, and it was really just more of an epic story more than like care of magical creatures or anything like that.
He never told you stories about how to train a dragon?
He never did. But Night Fury would be a really cool name for this one also, if you're gonna go that way.
That's actually not bad.
Yeah,
Even though I imagine it's gonna be
Toothless?
white.
Oh. Do you think a dragon is born toothless?
I guess we'll find out.
Do we have to sit on the egg? No, they probably would have told you that.
Yeah, that doesn't sound comfortable.
He? Is it he, I guess? She? It?
I'm not sure. I think I'll let the dragon decide that when it hatches.
But if it's talking to you now before it's hatched.
Yeah, but I think it's talking to me in like an ethereal sense, in that like maybe its mind is formed, but the dragon itself hasn't.
So it's more of a conscious sort of thing. That's really cool. So that means that you could like almost tell it like, I want you to have blue feathers, or I want you to have purple hair, or something like that.
I guess I don't know.
Hmm.
I'm kind of new to this whole dragon upbringing thing.
Well, this will be
I
really.
can barely take care of myself.
I know. Tell me about it.
I'm
We are not.
expected to take care of an egg.
I know we are really not equipped for this parenthood thing, but maybe it'll be good information for Pen Bear's book.
That's a great idea.
And this whole entire time, like Yora's been like bringing Saldana like closer down to the bottom. Now that I know that you have an egg in your backpack that could be squished and scrambled.
Oh wait, I think I want to try something actually. And Saldana's gonna go up about 20 feet in the air, and she's just gonna drop from that, and nothing happens. Like she just lands. Here, I'll roll a dex check for the fun of it, but. Yeah.
Yeah, sure. The monk doing a dex check.
She just lands as if like she were dropping a couple of feet.
Penbear, that was amazing. Did you see that? Saldana just fell like a feather.
It is impressive. I'm hoping to learn how to fly too at some point.
Well, I mean, between Saldana and Yora, it seems like you'll have many mentors.
Yeah, well, I mean, I would need wings first. I was
mean,
thinking.
You could just make them, right? That's kind of your thing.
Well, I mean, yeah, I was thinking more of a, try to transform into the bird.
Oh yeah.
Maybe?
Of course. That is what I meant. I'm sorry. I wasn't speaking precisely. Yeah. What kind of form are you thinking of taking? Perhaps a dragon or a phoenix or something large and impressive.
I mean, I would need to. I can only transform into something that I've seen before. So I would guess probably like maybe start with a giant eagle form.
Actually,
Yeah,
I'm sorry
ahead.
to interject. It's
You're all
something
good.
that you would have knowledge of, heard about in this world, is how we're going to handle that. You don't have to have seen it.
Oh, fantastic.
Oh, okay. So a
Like,
level
for
8
instance, if
on
you've heard there's zebras, they look like a horse with white and black stripes.
okay, and I've seen dragons, so level 8. I'm wild shaping into a dragon. Just letting you know.
Absolutely. You could perhaps even try shaping into a. Are you restricted to animal forms, or can you also take humanoid forms with this power of yours?
It would only be animal forms. Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah, it's not.
I was going to suggest
there's
perhaps
a limit
turning
to-
into a winged elf, since those are new things now, apparently.
Yeah.
But they're not creatures, really.
No, they're not beasts. Not as far as I know. But yeah, I mean, there's lots of possibilities. I just need to study a little bit more and see. I did get that book about some druid lore and stuff, so I just need to
you could
take
study
some time
up
to,
and
yeah.
See what's what. That would be exciting.
And we have quite a bit of time on that boat, I guess, depending on where we're going. So
Absolutely.
yeah, where are we supposed to go now? Like, are we?
That is a very good question. Saldana, Yora, just landed on the deck. Come on over here. It's something we want to talk about.
Yora is yelling at Saldana. Saldana, don't you ever scare me like that again. That was ridiculous and reckless and totally wildly inappropriate. I thought you were going to squish to the bottom of here, and that was just...
It's so incredibly impressive.
It
was. It was really fun.
Oh, I know. It's super great fun.
Was
but
pretty
that...
cool.
Heart attack mode. I'm going to sit down. Yes, Trius. What can we help you with?
Well, Pember and I were wondering if we had an idea about where we might want to... Oh, Caius, there you are. Welcome to the chat. We were wondering if you had an idea of where we might want to go next as a group. I think Rome is eagerly awaiting directions from the bosses of this ship, us. And yeah, we were just wondering if you had any ideas.
Rome is actually standing near the railing next to his the wheel.
Yeah, how does you react
Kind
to
of
that
staring
statement?
up at everybody flying around.
Yep.
Trace, you'd think, given his name, he'd be perfectly fine to just wander about and roam everywhere.
That is true, but does that get us closer to our goals or destination? I feel like we need to know where we're going in order to get there. So where are we going?
Are we moving right now? Like, are we
We're floating.
traveling? Or are we just
You're
kind of
hovering
floating
in place right now next to the
Yeah.
Tower of Erdash.
So Caius comes out of the bunk area and like kind of puts his hand on the railing and gets a little closer and looks over the edge. So, I guess how are we in the air still, or?
Well, guys, you need to be part of this conversation too. We're trying to figure out where to go. And I think from what I recall, the last time we were discussing it, it was either going to be Eagle Island or Turtle Wharf. And I know you've been really down lately about everything that's happened and that you wanted to go home. So maybe if we hit Turtle Wharf first, you can kind of recharge your batteries for a minute, talk to your paladin people, maybe feel a little bit better. That would be maybe my vote.
Whichever one's closer, so we don't have to fly as much.
They're pretty much the same.
Oh boy. Okay. Well, whichever one's closer, I'm good with. Either way. I just want no less flying would be better. It's been hard on the turtle tummy.
But we're not even moving.
No, it's good now. I'm just before I just had to duck away there for a while.
But I mean,
Sorry
like
about
it's even more like it's even more stable than like being in the sea, like on the sea.
Sure,
Like it doesn't go like this, and you know.
No, I wouldn't have imagined it would bother me, but for some reason my lunch doesn't seem to enjoy being up here. So.
Okay.
Who are you standing next to, Caius?
I kind of just wandered into the group. So I guess.
Okay, so
Whoever's next.
Oh well, okay. I guess it
see.
works. Actually,
Never
no,
mind.
it's okay. So it's fine.
Well, yeah,
I'm gonna go
I'm
ahead.
only seeing a party like the boat.
Yeah, no, yeah, it's not. I thought it was only 2 people, but it's 3 people. So I'm just gonna go ahead and cast aid on Caius and whoever the 2 other people are there. I guess Saldana's kind of next to me. So yeah, so Caius, Trius, and Penbear. Yeah, that's fine. Caius, Trius, and Penbear cast aid on you, and you are bolstered with toughness and resolve, Caius. And then all of y'all get 5 plus 5 to your hit point maximum and current hit points.
That feels really good. Thank you.
Yeah, hopefully, Caius, that will help you like chill out a little bit and like get your thoughts together and help us make a decision.
Absolutely, thank you. I feel amazing.
That's pretty good, actually. I could go for some breakfast, to be honest.
Absolutely. Peter, is there a kitchen on board the
There
ship?
is a galley. It is right. I believe Ingo is his.
Ingo's in the boiler room. Actually, Ingo's. Well, yeah. Ingo's, yeah.
I think it's all in the same.
Cool. Shall we
Floor,
make
deck,
our way
or
down to the
whatever that's
galley
called.
and enjoy some food as we discuss our next steps?
Food sounds great to me.
Good
Fantastic.
idea.
There, you should have the ship there, all the decks.
Every deck.
Does
All decked
Azrael
out.
need to eat, or maybe he could meet us after we.
Yeah, Ingo's little cage was right next to the galley.
But then
Okay.
we put Ingo in like the
I put him in the
like a
boiler room.
furnace or something.
Yeah.
Where's
Yeah,
the
he was
boiler
helping.
room?
Wherever, I think we had said that I put him in the. Well, actually, before everything happened, he was up. No, he is up top of me. So he's actually on the deck. That's where we are right now, and he's next to me. Yeah, so he's up on the deck with me. Where is my Ingo? He can't come here. Never mind.
So,
All right then, food it is. I shall lead the way, and I'll go down. It's on the second deck, right?
third deck.
Where is it? Third deck? Is it down here?
Yeah, all the way to the right. Number 27.
Oh, where Penbear is.
The galley. Yeah.
Fantastic. Yeah, we'll just, scrounge around. I'll look for some eggs and some fruit and other things. Are there any herbs and spices, ginger perhaps?
Hey Pete, just so you know, I'm only able to control the egg, not Saldana right now.
Well, that's because I forgot to give you. I don't know why, to be honest. But I will fix that
Well-
problem. Oh no!
Also, what's funny is like I'm looking at like the names of the characters that I have assigned to me, and it's got all my old Saldana tokens and not the new one.
Trius, do you think Sildana would mind that you're keeping the egg so close to the stove?
Well, I don't know, because typically, you would incubate an egg with warmth, but we wouldn't want to cook it. On the other hand, I've never handled a dragon egg before, much less a wind dragon egg. So I'm not really sure how you would incubate even such an egg. Perhaps we need to expose it to the element of wind, or
Or maybe
I
you have
don't
to
know.
keep it safe from all the wind.
Or perhaps you need to keep it safe from all the wind. You know who would probably know is Lazarus.
Oh, that wind.
Seems like a well-learned individual.
Is
you might
a
have-
windy fellow.
Yura, you should go ask Lazarus, see if he's got any clue on how to.
Lazarus
egg.
can choke on a rotten banana.
Oh,
Long-winded.
I thought you were going to say something else.
What else would I possibly say, Trius?
Just eat a whole bag of fruit.
There is plenty of food in the galley. Pretty much anything that you could think of will be there, including hot chocolate.
Fantastic.
And also, in
Yeah.
regard to the eggs, they are somewhat tough as far as environmentally. They can survive in a bag of holding.
Okay, cool. Why do we need to know any of this right now?
I'm just because y'all are asking.
Thank
Just saying.
So,
thank you, random encyclopedia dropped inside of yours head. I now know everything about dragon eggs.
you're welcome.
Thanks.
And by the way, Yora, Ingo is looking a little bit bigger, a little bit stronger than perhaps the last time you really looked closely at him.
Ingo, how many eggs have you been eating down here?
Donna will go to put the dragon egg back in her pack.
I think that was a smart move. So I guess back to the task at hand. Do we have any ideas? Turtle Wharf or Eagle Island? It seems that both are equidistant from where we are now. It's really 6 of one, half dozen of another.
Well, I wouldn't mind going back to the wharf. To be honest, we could definitely relax there, but I don't know if the next step in our journey is relax. So, I mean, it's a really, there's not much to do except for kick back and enjoy
No,
the
but
waves.
there was something in the prophecy I thought that hinted
About
at Turtle Wharf.
About the Turtle Wharf? I don't remember.
I
that.
don't know. I thought I was just trying to make you guys think there was, so I could go home and not have to do any of this. But
Caius,
we've already figured out that we're all screwed together.
the manipulation though, Caius.
Yeah.
Well, that was
But-
before, after I had just done the genocide thing, and now I feel, we're on a better page now.
I agree, and I do also agree that if we are screwed or cursed, there is no better group of people I'd rather be screwed or cursed with.
Oh, Trius. Your cheers.
I wish we had some of that cocoa chocolate
Absolutely.
marshmallow chunks.
Later, Caius.
Guys, you can have some. I'm sure there's plenty of material for that particular beverage. But I think what I was going to say is, I think the question, Caius, is whether you need some time to relax and process, or whether you want to charge forward with doing what we need to do.
Well, I don't know if it really all happened or not, but I had some crazy dreams while I was sleeping there. Sleeping off the
Genocide.
seasickness. Well, yeah, that too. Maybe it was a little bit of both.
I mean, I get it. If I had committed genocide, I'd have trouble sleeping as well.
yeah, I couldn't really eat, and then we got on the ship, and everything just got worse. So, but yeah, long story short,
Well, what kind of dreams? Like the dreams where we all met each other the first time?
well, yeah, that, and just some darker stuff too. I mean, you know, I've been getting this new magic a lot. Like you all have seen some new things happening to yourselves too. I've noticed. So it seems my magic, my paladin skills are getting stronger, even though I haven't been worshipping as much lately. I don't know. The Forgotten One seems to be doing some work on me right now. So.
I agree. Sadana's actions in reclaiming that egg and in protecting it appears to have brought magic back into the world. I think that takes us perhaps a few steps closer to our goals. But I worry that magic returning to the world not only empowers us, but strengthens our enemies as well. And as far as I'm aware, they are in much greater in number than we are.
Well, they had more numbers before we started, didn't they?
And it honestly
Absolutely.
seemed like they had just as much magic, if not more, than we did to begin with.
Right.
Yeah.
It seems like they've got more magic now.
We're just catching up.
Absolutely. I think that it might be wise if you are ready for us to move forward rather than to take a breath.
Well, to be honest, if I take a breath too long, I'm just going to feel more guilty. So, I think this is something I've got to atone with through action, not pacifism.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Well, Pen Bear, then how do you feel about going?
I think you already all know how I feel. You know, it's not some. If there's a way to go to the island without meeting any of my people, that would be ideal. I mean.
Is that a possibility? Is that actually pop?
It is a pretty big island, so we can definitely go and check. I'm not opposed to that. I just don't really want to.
Well, how big of an island is it really?
That is a good question, Peter.
Well, it's got multiple mountains on it. It's pretty big, probably at least 100 miles.
So like
Square.
England.
So it's a pretty big island.
Yeah.
So then.
And if you're scared about seeing your people, can't you just do that thing where you turn into a rat? You don't have to worry about that if we run into them by accident or something.
Yeah, I guess I could do that. I mean, that doesn't last for too long, but I guess I could hide if it comes to that. But
If you need a shoulder to be a rat on, Pen Bear, you always have mine. Alternatively, you could always perch on Caius's shell. You seem
it was actually pretty comfortable there, and it's solid. I could.
It's a great pillow. It really is.
Yeah, it was.
That's wonderful. Yeah, no, anytime. I mean, to be honest, it was neat having, chirping in the ear there.
Yeah, and we'll have to. Yeah, and I'll have to teach you a little bit of the rat language in case we need to communicate.
Well, no, I can understand you. I can understand creatures that speak now to me.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Forgotten One has given me that power as well.
Yeah, I kind of forgot that you're already a better druid than I am.
Well, I mean, it's not a druid thing as much as a thing that the gods have bestowed me with. I don't know anything about what, I don't feel them or anything. I just hear them like I hear people. It's strange, but I'm getting used to it.
It's been a weird few weeks, that's for sure. I did learn something recently though, and I'm gonna cast plant growth.
You'll cast what now?
Plant growth.
Oh.
And all the herbs and that, like in the galley, are just gonna like grow super quickly. And
Oh, I
you know,
bet it
any
smells so
plants that-
good in here. It's so conflicting.
So it's the powers that we get are, I don't know.
That's good. That's good.
Yeah, and I think I could use that to maybe, I don't know, stop somebody, or like if I grow things very quickly, or I don't know. I'll
Cover
have
a
to-
trail. I mean,
Yeah.
we have a trail. Like, we're all pretty stealthy, I think.
By
Well,
the way,
Yeah, that's what I've been told.
Pen Bear, you
Yes.
as you are sitting at the table in the galley, you feel something tugging on your leg, kind of grabbing hold of the fabric of whatever pants you wear, and just kind of giving a little tug, trying to get your
Okay.
attention.
Okay. Do I see Ingo anywhere? Like, is he actually like on the table right now?
He's behind. He's like next to my chair.
Okay. So I would just assume that it's Ingo and not really like look down.
Okay, the tugging gets more forceful, and you feel
Okay.
a little poke in your leg, like a sharp point.
It's like, ow! Like what? I'm gonna look down, see what's going on.
Okay, as you look down, you see a plant-like creature that... let me find it here. Oh, I'm on the wrong map. That don't help. Give me
What's
one
wrong
sec.
there, Pen Bear? You're making a funny face.
Okay. This is a creature. Did you just move that?
Yeah, I did.
Okay, then you have control. Okay.
Yes, I do.
This
That's
is
what I was checking.
this creature climbed out of the potted plant the flower pot that in which you planted seeds in your quarters. It is a.
Okay.
Let me pull this up real quick. It is a four-legged creature with a tail. It seems to have it's made out of plant, but it's moldy almost. It's got they look like little plants growing on its back. It's got a split
Okay.
tongue. Its eyes, it's like it's got two set of eyes on it.
Ooh. Okay.
And it looks up at you and wags its tail.
Okay, how big is it? Like, is it? You know, I think it's medium. If
Yes,
I remember,
it's a
but
medium-sized creature.
okay, so, but it's not going to be. I mean, I'm medium and I'm 8 feet, so.
Well, yeah, but right now it's still a little bit smaller.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, it's gonna be my face is just gonna be like, what the hell is going on? I will recognize the plant since I've been taking care of the plant, but I'm clearly not expecting that to happen. So I will just, I don't know, like try to pick it up with my hands and just see what happens.
Okay, just so everybody can see, this is what its face looks like.
What
Oh.
you got there, Pen Bear?
Whoa.
That's a plant that I was taking care of in my room, but looks like it can move
Absolutely. It doesn't.
somehow.
Yeah. Were you taking care of it, or were you trying to take care of it?
Well, no, I was just growing plants in my room just to
Like salad plants or
Well, no, I have a mix of seeds that I grab where in nature and just try to spread green everywhere I go, and that that's not something that I've ever seen before, but I guess it's mine. Like I don't. I'm not sure what to do right now. And can I is it trying to communicate with me? Is it like what?
As you said, you picked it up.
Yes.
Okay. It's kind of acting a little bit like a happy puppy to see you. Its split tongue kind of licks slime, kind of damp along your facial features, and it licks both cheeks at the same time. Eric's face.
So, I'm sorry, you're describing it as a happy puppy, but it does not look cute.
Yeah, no, no.
It looks.
As you pick
Why
it
is
up,
this-
you feel the thorns on its back poke your fingers, your palms, and it puts its paws up on your shoulders, and it's got claws. It's a plant, but they're like thick thorns, and they kind of poke in your flesh a little bit. But it isn't intentionally trying to harm you. It's just happy to see you. And its tail is wagging, and it knocks a glass off the table with its tail.
Okay. Okay, well, I'm just gonna push myself from the table and just so that it doesn't cause any other messes or anything, and just keep it with me. I clearly don't know what to do with it. I'm a druid, but I've never seen a plant actually come alive like this. So I'll just keep it with me as if it is a puppy, and I'm just gonna keep it in my arm and see what it does, and keep it with me for now.
How would Ingo react to this creature?
It's gonna go up and here. Ingo's gonna go up and sniff it.
Okay. Are you naming this new creature yet, or?
I will think of a name at some point. Yes.
Okay.
Right
We'll just
now,
call it
I'm
Thorny
still...
for now, because that's
Yep.
what it is. How does Thorny react?
I think Thorny is going to be curious. Just hoping the heat and the flames and that from Ingo is not going to damage Thorny in any way. But yeah, it's just gonna,
Are they sniffing each other's butts?
Well, maybe not the butt. I don't know how a plant would. I don't know if it would react the exact same way as a dog, but they are definitely curious about each other.
I'm gonna reach towards my amulet and start to invoke my divine sense. So it'll pick up anybody who's a celestial fiend or undead within 60 feet of me, not behind cover or anything. So I was hoping just to check the plant, suspiciously checking the plant isn't like a demon plant or something.
You do not detect anything. I'm just checking something else there. Monstrosity wouldn't be picked up, right?
No.
I would think that the dragon egg is giving off a little bit of celestial energy.
But I would
the plant.
I would like stare at the dragon egg then.
I think the egg's in a backpack, so.
Yeah.
So Sildana would think that you're just like staring at her,
Yeah.
and she is going to not look at you at all.
Okay, so Ingo is over there sniffing at Thorny. Thorny kind of turns and looks down at Ingo and stretches out its tongue and licks, and you hear sizzling. And Thorny pulls back suddenly, like, ooh, that was unexpected, and whines a little bit in Penbear's arms.
Okay. I'm
Those
just gonna be
whine?
like,
Thorny's whining.
yeah.
Okay.
I'm just gonna, just it's okay. It's okay. It's fine. He's Ingo's a friend. And what I noticed, like, did it actually hurt?
Yeah, when Ingo comes back,
Thorny,
I'm gonna
or-
check his mouth. This is why you can't just go putting your mouth on things. I told you about this. You chew on my sweaters and you chew on my socks, and I told you, being so mouthy is gonna get you in trouble. Is there anything wrong with his mouth?
With Ingo's mouth?
Yeah, because
No,
he licked
no.
Thorny, right? Okay.
No. And Thorny had licked him back, so Thorny does have a little sizzle on the tongue there, but as Penbear looks over his tongue, it instantly grows over and heals.
Okay. So yeah, I'm just gonna, keep Thorny on my arm, and I'll see what I can do after. But for now, I just not sure what to do. It's the first time that I encounter something like this, so.
Okay. So you all
Is that part of your spell, Penbear? You make plant things
Yeah.
come alive?
Did you summon that?
No, that's as far as I know, what I cast was just to help things grow, but
Is Lazarus
guess-
keeping exotic animals and exotic creatures on this ship also?
no, I mean from what it looks like, it's something that I did plan in my room, and taking care of all the plants and that, but I didn't expect it to come alive like this.
What was it supposed to
That's-
be?
I'm
Kind of plant is this?
I'm not sure, to be honest. I was expecting something else, but clearly not something that would just come alive and come to me like this.
Are you
Appears to
sure
be
that that's
some
not
sort
part
of
of the
a-
spell?
Well, I don't know anymore.
It appears to be some sort of a mossy, thorny plant.
Yes, it is definitely thorny, and I show the the spikier parts of the plant to Trius.
Be careful with that. Don't poke your eye out.
Well, I don't think it has any evil intentions. Like it just came to me, and it's fine on my arm here. It's not trying to hurt anything. So
It looks kind of angry, but like it's cute, but it looks kind of angry. It's like a mad, fluffy little bird plant thing. Like a grumpy bird, an angry bird.
it's definitely a thing. Yes. Well,
Yeah.
we'll
Perhaps
have to see.
A swamp thing.
Yes.
Creature from the Black Lagoon thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Well,
did
we'll
it-
have to see. I don't know if I should try anything with it while we're flying 10,000 feet in the air. So.
I mean, Penbear, like, what's the worst that can happen? I literally have a fire dog.
I know, but yeah. I guess I can try and later. Well, I'll go somewhere where there's nothing and see what the plan can do.
So did I miss what everyone's vote was to where we were going to head next? Or we were up to Pen Bear?
Well, I'm okay. I mean, yeah, you all know now what happened and why I didn't want to go there. But yeah, I guess we can find a way to get there without having to interact too much with my people.
Okay.
Hopefully.
So if we did head that way, the prophecy doesn't say where. In 100 square foot mile island, that's pretty large. So just like be flying by. Do you have any idea where we could even begin?
Well, it's all nature, mountains. Like there's really not much on that island other than my village or what's left of it, I guess. And there was some ruins of a temple there as well, where all the giant eagles were from. So I guess we could start looking there.
What is the name of your island actually Island of Eagles, or does it have a different like an actual official
Eagle
name?
Island? Yes, that's
Island.
because it actually, I guess
It looks
you'll see. Yeah, it does look like
the map looks like an eagle.
Yeah, like it's gonna be like for you guys. It's gonna be easy to see why it's called that way since we're gonna be in the air. But yes, it definitely looks like an eagle.
So, Pen Bear, how many people in your village can fly as well, or can eagle have eagle friends and such?
None.
Oh, well then perfect. We can just hover over everything and not even have to go in unless we see a reason to.
Yeah,
yeah. I mean,
I mean, you're right.
It's really low.
I mean,
yeah.
It is a big island. Like what they're probably not going to see us. Like, nothing's going to happen there. It's fine. We can go there and see what happens.
And I'm sure that everyone would be happy to listen to you so that we can fly in a route that will avoid your village altogether so you don't see a giant ship in the sky. Because I feel like that won't exactly be easy to find.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Or maybe they would just think it's another giant eagle.
Do you think we can fly higher than an eagle?
Perhaps if the wind beneath my wings. But Pen Bear, I want you to know that I hear the hesitation in your voice.
Right.
And I understand that it can be difficult to face the things that we have done in our past. I want you to know that I recognize and I see the courage in you. And I'm going to turn and glance meaningfully at Caius.
I was thinking, are you talking about me? Because I saw that.
And then I'm going to turn my attention back to Pen Bear. I recognize the courage within you to face your past mistakes. And I want you to know that you can only run from your past for so long before it tires you out and turns you into a shell. Look at Caius again. Of who you once were.
He just throws his arms up in the air and walks.
No, Caius, get back here. Trius, that spell was not to bolster your side-eye puns.
What's that? I don't know. All of this vegetation in here all of a sudden has just gotten really shady within this room.
I appreciate it, Trius. I mean, yeah, it's been years now, and I'm sure it's gonna be fine, right? They're gonna have rebuilt and everything. So yeah.
Regardless of what it is right now, I think that there is something to be gained from facing that which you have been avoiding for so long.
Yeah, but I mean, yeah, we can just go to the temple and then fly off, and that's it. I mean, we're on a big mission, so that's all we need to do, right?
So Penbear's vote is for Eagle Island. Saldana.
If Eagle Island.
Sounded like Kai's vote was for Eagle Island. Trius.
I am all for helping our members find inner peace, and I'm going to look at Caius, and then turn back to Penbear, through their own journeys of self-discovery and repentance.
I'm not sure if you're trying to be subtle there. Curious.
But he also gave
But
a very charismatic, I'm going to abstain from this vote. But even with 1 for Turtle Wharf, 3 for Eagle Island, and 1 abstain, Eagle Island wins.
Yeah. Okay, let's go to Eagle Island. And I'm just gonna, look at my new plant friend and
Saldana, it's another thing to name.
There you go.
That's what we need.
Someone wise once told me that there is power in names.
Is there, though, a rose by any other name would still smell as sweet?
That's why I said Fluffernutterbutt. That sounds really sweet.
It does indeed. It does indeed. Oh.
You can see when you say that, Saldana is like trying to avoid like looking directly at you say that.
Indeed. Penbear, I want you to know that I'm proud of you, and that no matter what happens, I will have your back.
I appreciate it. I am very glad to be part of this group. Even though it's been really weird the past little while. It's same thing here. And I'm gonna look at Caius. We are here to support each other, and we can do this.
So
I
which
knew
one?
I looked up to you for more than one reason, big guy. Let's do this.
So who will inform Rome?
Penbear, I feel like that's a great first step for your journey.
Well, it's everybody's journey. Like we're all going there together. So.
Yeah, but also I don't want to hear him talk.
Yeah.
You could be on the other side of the ship and you'd still hear him talk.
We're 3 levels down, and I think we can hear him.
Yeah, I'm just telling him where we're going and coming back. I'm not staying there.
Oh, that's what everyone said the last time. It's famous last words.
Suddenly a speaker kicks up. No, I'm kidding.
Absolutely. The last time I spoke to Rome, he almost killed me, and the time previous that I almost killed him. So I think it'd be best if you took the lead.
But also, it seems like a great first step to your journey of healing.
Okay. Okay, so I'm just gonna go up the stairs and go on the main deck.
Okay.
And whoops. And where is he? He's right there.
He is at the wheelhouse.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna go there and say to Rome, so Eagle Island, do you know where that is?
Good heavens, what is that thing that you have walking next to you? That's incredible.
Don't worry about
I've
it.
never seen
Rome,
anything like that.
Rome,
that is just
Rome.
amazing. And
I asked you a question.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear you. I tend to do that sometimes. What did you want to say to me?
Do you know where Eagle Island is?
No, I don't. I've never been there, but it sounds
Okay,
like a great
okay.
place to go. I mean, are there really eagles? Lots and lots of eagles? I don't know, but I want to see, because now you got my curiosity up, Penbear. And Rome, A gnome with his curiosity just loves to find new things to look at. Don't you think that's amazing? I think that's amazing. So what are we going to do? Which way do I fly this ship? I mean, I gotta know before I can go.
You're done? Okay. The Eagle Island would be directly west of here. So, and I'm gonna, I guess, do I have a map? I guess I don't have a map on me. Somebody has a map.
Okay, so...
And I'm just gonna, I assume there's a map somewhere that, like, you would have with him, or I would have, and...
Yes.
I will basically show him where it is, and then as quickly as possible, if possible at all, I will go back down to the galley.
Okay, so even though you're in an airship, this journey is going to take you approximately 2 weeks. And as Rome turns the ship in the proper direction, he will start sailing it toward your destination. And in the meantime, it's going to be a bit of a journey, so you can find things to occupy your time now that you've made a decision at last. And
I didn't hear that. What was that whispering?
Yeah, I don't know what that was.
Well, this is a good time for you all to get to know each other a little better, teach each other things if you need to learn some things. This is a good time for pretty much everything. Anything that you would be interested in doing, you can make stops along the way if you like, if you have a desire to stop anywhere.
Well, what do we see while we're 10,000 feet above everything? Aren't we like above cloud level?
Yes, you are above cloud level, but you can direct Rome to fly a little lower if you like. Just remember, if you pass over Milanador, there's going to be dragons flying.
Well, how else do we get out? What's our path?
I mean, I guess Rome would know not to go there, I assume?
Yeah. I'm pretty sure we can try to course straight for Eagle Island without flying over Milanador.
Yeah. And do we have enough food supplies and that for the whole trip? For like the 20 people that are on board? Or whatever number it is?
Sounds like a problem for not us.
Just saying we might have to stop somewhere.
I mean...
About 25
possibly.
people.
Yeah. I think we'll be fine. If we need to, we might stop at the trading post, although one of those merchants was quite cruel.
Sure, we can find a merchant in a different city along the way. That'd be the
Yeah.
only merchant around here, right?
Absolutely.
You actually, from where you're at, well, I guess it's not along the way. I was going to say Woodruff is about 300 miles south. Nader is there.
It's a small town, though.
Yeah.
Small town.
But you have enough supplies to at least get to probably the other coast.
All right.
The west coast of Arador.
West coast, best coast?
Well, I hear
Is
that
there
the
a
girls on
town?
the west coast are really hip.
Is there a town where we can pick up supplies near these hip girls?
What is this? What is this town that is directly west of our current location? What is that?
That is unmarked on the map as far as the
but
name.
But if we were to fly over it and decide to drop anchor there?
We don't want to leave ourselves with no choice, but we should have gotten supplies enough for the journey before we left.
Well, that was literally Rome's job. He has literally one job, and it's to do everything on this boat.
I say we see if he can fly.
He's been flying us.
I mean, without a ship.
I don't know if any of us can
That's
steer
a
this
bit
ship.
brutal.
I don't know if any of us can steer this ship. Caius, hasn't one genocide been enough for you?
Don't tell me I'm the only one who was thinking it.
I just, I would have thought that your thirst for blood would have been sated by now.
He just shrugs his shoulders and walks away a little bit.
After when Caius walks away,
Sorry,
Sultana
Greg.
will look at Trius and kind of whisper, Trius, we know that the shadow demon's thirst for blood never goes away.
You said, but if he does not have the will to control it, then I'm afraid that we'll have to control it for him.
I will gladly do that, and she'll put her hand on her short sword.
I hope it doesn't come to that.
So as the ship is moving over a mountain range at present. You see a dense fog between the mountains, kind of moving along between the mountains there. The mountain tips are probably a few thousand feet up from sea level, at least 4,000
big
feet.
tip.
The summits of the mountains, I guess. And the air is blown. I'm sorry?
4,000 feet, that's not a mountain, that's a hill.
Hey, look, man.
One of us lives in Florida and one of us does not.
Our
One of
mountains
us
here are
works on
called
a ski
speed bumps.
patrol.
Yeah, the elevation here is a little shy of 5.
Okay, fine. So you're about, as you're sailing between the mountain summits, narrowly avoiding the peaks. You do not see any dragons at present. And as you are moving a little further along, Rome asks you if you would like to go to Brem's trading post for anything.
What sort of supplies do they have there at Brem's trading post?
We've been there before. They had the
Right.
man with the bugbear rug.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That guy? Absolutely not.
Yeah.
No.
Is there another place we can go for supplies, Rome?
What is so wrong with a bugbear rug? I mean, come on.
Bugbears are people? Bugbears are
They're
people.
sentient people.
Yeah, that's the problem. It'd be like saying I had an orc rug or a dwarf rug.
Boy, you include a tiny little joke in a campaign and they run with it.
That's what it means to say yes and, DM.
Okay, so finally, after approximately 4 days of travel, you are nearing that city on the map that is not named. Would you all like to visit that city or continue on?
Why would we want to visit a city who has no name?
Well, it's not named on the map, but I'm sure it has a name.
Why?
But
Why is it not?
Don't
named on the
think
map?
I'm trying to talk you into it because I have not designed a map for it. So
Do the streets have no name either?
yeah, and there's a
You have
band
not
down by
designed
the
a map
river,
for it.
and
My
I got
voice,
one
yes.
reference in. Woo!
Yeah, Matthew. That was a good one.
That was a good one. Absolutely.
You're so proud.
Rome, you are a well-traveled individual. Do you know this town?
You're asking Rome?
Mhm.
Yes.
Oh, goody.
Rome, it
No,
was a
I've
yes or
never
no
been there,
question.
but I wouldn't mind visiting sometime. Maybe not right now, because as far as I know, there's no maps that exist of this town. But it also.
And
I
then
don't
how
know
did
the
it end
names
up on the
of
big map?
I don't know. I guess somebody just passed it by and put it on the map, or maybe they were too lazy to write the name on the map. I don't know. What do you think there, Yora?
I really want to go there now. You know that, right?
Oh man,
I'm voting we go.
Have you ever watched a Jeff Dunham stand up with Ahmed? I
have
kill
not.
you.
Yeah. Well, gotta wing it sometimes.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Oh!
Absolutely. Well, this seems like a large enough establishment that we would hope that we'd be able to find the supplies we need to restock and make the rest of our journey.
And honestly, I am tired of being up here. It's been 4 days.
Absolutely. I'm sure Caius would enjoy being on solid ground for a bit.
Yep, that's why I'm one of the reasons I'm totally down for a ground time.
Absolutely.
Okay,
then.
well, theater of the mind it then.
That's fine.
It's funny because I was trying to figure out where y'all would want to stop, and I prepared 3 different maps, and you haven't gone to any of them.
Well, then don't
Welcome
tell
to
us that you
being a GM.
didn't.
Yeah, don't tell
Just-
us and just
just-
pull one up.
Just use one of the maps you prepared and don't tell us.
No, that's okay. That would be
Okay.
wrong.
No,
I
We
have one I
wouldn't
can
know.
use.
We wouldn't,
wouldn't be
even
at all.
know.
Wouldn't even
Then
know.
No.
Wouldn't even really care, probably, if you hadn't said a single
I know.
word.
I know.
You could probably use the trading post map again and just tell us it's a different store in this
But
new
the-
town.
But
With
delete
no
the
bugbear
bugbear
rug.
first.
Yeah, just delete the bugbear rug and we'll be all good.
Another bugbear rug!
It's
What
a
is wrong
chain.
with these people?
It's a chain.
franchise.
It's a chain.
Gee.
Crate and bugbear.
Oh.
Okay, so as Rome brings the ship down to set to about a 30-foot height right outside the gates of this city, he drops anchor, and cuts the engines, and the crew lowers a rope ladder down off the side, and immediately the dwarven crew start climbing over each other, trying to climb down that rope. And they get to the ground and start hugging the ground. Oh, I missed you so much, and all this stuff. And they're just glad to be on the ground at last.
Is Galvin doing the same thing? Or
Caius does the
Galvin, I can
same
never
thing,
remember
but
his
just
name.
trying
Galvin
to
is
be-
doing the same thing.
So Donna is gonna kind of like slowly float down to him and just kind of looking like, and you're always telling me I should act with like honor and respect and whatnot.
We dwarves were not made to fly. If we were to fly, we would have been given wings.
Drink some Red Bull.
What is this Red Bull you speak of?
I don't know, I've been told it gives one wings though, so you know.
Does a Red Bull give milk?
I mean, to be
I
fair, I
hope
don't
not.
think bulls give milk in general.
Yeah, that's
except
not-
for the
that's not-
cow.
Yeah, that's not milk you would be getting out of a bowl.
Oh my god.
You
I
open the
really
door, Peter. You
hate to
open that
burst the
door.
bubble there.
Red.
It's.
Well, I thought red cow, strawberry milk. That's what I was thinking, but no.
No, it's a bull.
Red Bull.
Bull.
Okay.
Love potion number 9.
So, after the dwarves climb to the ground and Saldana kind of floats down, Yora, are you going with Saldana or are you bringing Ingo with you or anything?
Ingo's coming with me everywhere at this point because we are best friends, and also I probably need to get him off the boat before people are getting upset with him leaving little hot poops everywhere. Yeah.
Oh man, you're just making this so hard on me tonight. Okay, so Pen Bear, are you bringing
Yes.
Thorny with you?
Yes, I will. I will try and find a spot somewhere outside the city to see what that plant can do. Or, yeah.
Well, the ship is hovering near the gates of the city, outside the city, so you could do whatever you need to do right below the ship if you want. Trius, what are you doing?
I will go on ahead and depart as well. Before I do, I'll ask Rome. Rome, I trust that your crew will be able to restock our supplies without any additional assistance.
Oh, of course, we can do that. We're really not that low on supplies. I mean, I stocked it pretty good, but we can kind of beef up things a little bit. A little bit got eaten over the last 4 days, so we should be okay if we just pick up a few things. I'll send some crew members into the city, and they can pick up a few things. Is there anything you would like? More hot cocoa, maybe? Or maybe you would like some ale or something like that. Or maybe we could just get some rice or some mutton. Have you ever had a good bowl of mutton? Mutton is really, really good if it's fixed right. But if it's not, it's really, really nasty. But, you know, my mommy used to say all the time that her mutton was the best around. Of course, I didn't really eat it, but that's another story.
Fantastic, Rogue. How many days will it be from here to Eagle Island?
Let's see, 14 days minus 4, 10 days.
10 days, fantastic. Just make sure we have enough in the event that we are unable to restock at Eagle Island for us to make a 20-day trip so that we can get back here to restock on our way back.
Okay.
Does that sound good?
Yes, it does. I hope the weather's good because if we run into a storm, things could get a little rough, and you can see the dwarves aren't handling flying very well. They aren't messing up the whole ship.
I have an idea about that. Why don't you pick up some extra ginger?
I don't know anyone named Ginger.
Ginger, the herb, the root.
Oh,
Ginger
yeah,
root.
I could do that.
Ginger
real
root.
easy. I'll tell the
Absolutely.
crew members. I think the dwarves would love to go into town. They can get the ginger for themselves.
Absolutely. The ginger should help alleviate the symptoms of air sickness.
Oh, I didn't know that. You're really smart, Trius. I wish I was as smart as you. I mean, here I am. I just built a flying ship, but you know all about ginger. I am so proud of you.
I appreciate that. We all have our own lanes, and we need to stay with them. I'm gonna go on ahead over into my lane now, and I'll appreciate if you stay in yours. Good day.
Rome just burned Trius.
Hey, question real quick. That little truth bomb that got dropped at the end of last episode, did we all hear that? We all heard that, right?
Yeah, but
No, I know, he's almost ready.
Okay.
So, like, after everyone departs, Yora's gonna turn back around to Trius. Trius, I don't think that we're not gonna talk about this thing with Azrael, but don't you think that you need to go get your brother off the boat?
Oh, yes, this is a fantastic idea. I was actually thinking about stocking up on some supplies. It might be good if I make that run with Azrael.
Well, then maybe you need to go get him. Where has he been during all of this conversation?
You know, he comes and goes. He's a
sleeping
mysterious
in his
man.
boat.
Yeah, he's a mysterious man. That's all I have to say about that. I'll go and check in on him, to see if he's awake.
Okay, so you climb back up the ladder, and he's below deck on the boat, the ship. I don't know why I keep saying boat.
Is there a difference?
Is that it?
Yeah,
Is
it's
he? Yeah.
literally
Is
a
he-
huge difference.
Yeah. Is he here yet? Because we can wait until he's here.
He's
to talk.
done. He has his thing, but we're also
Yeah.
coming up to our break time.
Right. So
Oh,
yeah,
are
we
we?
can.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, well,
So we can pick up that conversation when we come back.
Yeah.
okay.
You think?
Okay, so Trius can be up on the ship getting Azrael, and
Absolutely.
Caius, are you going into the city?
Yeah.
He's been
Caius
on the
is
ground.
He's kind of like doing the same thing the dwarves are doing, but like pretending he's not. Just like really appreciating the ground, but like making sure nobody's watching when he's like. Oh,
Why is
yes,
everybody
good."
hugging the ground? What's special about this ground?
There you go. What
Exactly.
do you call it? Before y'all headed off, Trius would have let y'all know that he's going to be heading over to a blacksmith, to grab some armor and weapons and such. And if there's anything anyone wants, he'd be happy to pick it up for y'all.
Daggers.
Daggers. How many are you thinking, Laura?
Let's see. I have 2 hands
All of
and
them.
1 tail. So, and 2 feet and 2 wings. So 12.
12 daggers. Got it.
I could use some arrows.
Arrows. Pete, are we keeping track of arrows in this campaign?
No.
Okay, sounds good. I'm just gonna get you.
I mean, just occasionally pick up stuff.
Sounds good. I'll grab 3 quivers of arrows.
You have enough money, Atreus. Let's see.
Well, I mean, my money is actually dispersed among everyone at this
Oh,
point.
and look at this. We actually, in our party goal, there's like an extra 200 gold from somewhere.
Oh, that's odd. Perhaps the money has been accruing interest unbeknownst to us.
I still have like 500 gold here.
I have almost 1,000, and I have 2 very expensive gems.
How did you get
Almost
1,000?
1,000. What?
I had a
Daddy.
ton of gold to start.
Oh, you
gave me
had your
gold.
own gold to start. Got it.
Yeah.
Got it.
Did you see
And
that? I
then-
just got 1,000.
I have 2 gems that are both worth like.
Oh,
I have a
jeez.
gem worth 2,000 gold and 3 jades worth 300 each.
Oh, jeez. Well, good on you.
Yeah, those
We
random
really need more
rewards were
gold.
really useful, eh?
Yeah, I think
got
I've got
you
like
if we ever need more
500.
gold.
I think I've got 500 gold.
Saldana will take out like a bag of like 100 gold and toss it to Trius.
Thank you.
In case.
He was getting a little low.
I've got 600 now.
Okay, so
Awesome.
we
All right.
are all going to go to break. Yep.
Yeah, Caius Penbear, anything? No, y'all are good. Armor,
I'm
weapons?
good, thank you.
Okay.
Use some incense, I suppose.
Incense? Oh yeah.
I don't know if
I
they'll
think
have
that's-
that at a blacksmith.
I think that's more of a magical shop thing. That might be
Or a
better
herb
suited
shop
for.
or something. I don't know.
Yeah, that might be better suited to someone else who's maybe going to grab magical potions and such.
I will wander in another direction then.
Uh-oh. Next quest.
I like that your version
The
of
search for
another
Caius.
direction is like in the exact same
This
direction.
would totally end up. Oh my god, it's the episode of The Office where they're tracking Michael using Holly. Aw. We're just like, where is Caius? We're all like, well, he would normally do this, and then we're all right. Sorry,
Saldana is going to,
not play that
since this
game.
has a giant, no, since this is a fairly large city, she is going to try and find her guild and see if she can make contact with them and just check in.
Okay. And anything else before we go to break? Nope.
Sounds good.
Okay. We will be going to break for about 15 minutes, and we do appreciate everybody tuning in. Please stick around and
Definitely.
refill your drinks, make yourself comfy, and
Go pee.
we'll be back in 15 minutes. Thank you, everybody.
That's good.
And we are back. We had a little bit of a delay, but we are back and ready to rock and roll. Thank you, Brentley, for another 100 gold pieces to the party.
Oh, thank you, Brentley.
Woohoo!
Thank you.
More shopping.
Yes, so when we left off, we were at an unnamed city. Hovering outside the gates, everybody disembarked. Trius went back onto the ship to get Azrael, who is taking a nap below deck at present. So we are going to go right to Azrael and Trius. And Trius, I imagine you knock on the door to his quarters.
I don't know if that came through on the microphone. I knocked on my table very loudly.
I did not
Knock,
hear.
knock, knock.
Okay, Azrael, how do you react to this loud knocking on your door?
Well, considering I had such a long nap, I think I'll be refreshed and ready to get going.
All right.
So does Trius enter the room?
I was taught to knock before entering, so I'll try knocking again.
I'll open the door. Let Trius in.
Azrael, there you are. We were going to get some supplies here in town, and I was wondering if you might accompany me to the blacksmith.
Yeah, but actually, with my long rest that I just took, I had some thoughts regarding your locket. And
yeah, tell me
your
all
mother.
your thoughts on Mom.
Well, to be honest, I never really had a chance to get to know her. For me, she's more of images, gestures.
How young were you when she left?
Younger than 4.
Oh wow, I see.
What do you know of her?
Well, she was with me a bit more time than it sounds like she was with you. My mother went by the name Tessa, and she was with me until I was about 7 or so. She had beautiful golden curls. She had a smile that seemed to light up the room when she did smile. But she was also a very stern and very driven woman. You might say that in our relationship, yeah, even at that young age, she was much more of the disciplinarian. She wore the pants in the household. And my father was always a much softer influence in my life. She had a deep-seated drive to fix the world with her own hands. But her way of fixing things was often more direct and more pragmatic than my father Lucas was comfortable with. One day she decided she just left and disappeared, and I never really I never really understood why. I was only 7 when that happened, and my father only ever said that she loved me and that she had to go. But every time I tried to bring up the topic of Mom with him, he would quickly change the subject and get very uncomfortable.
See, my father, Henrik, was a little bit different. He was trained from, his youth to be a knight and protect those that couldn't protect themselves. My mother, on the other hand, was a healer. So I don't know if you know that about her.
Your mother was a healer. That's interesting.
You do know what your mother is, right?
I mean, she was a badass, that's for sure. but I don't remember her being a healer. I remember her visiting a great deal of pain and discipline upon my body. I do not remember her healing me once. This is very interesting.
Yeah,
Perhaps
she must have
like
changed. She must have changed quite a bit.
well, she might have, it might have, maybe she just felt my father was too soft. She would often tell me that my kindness was my weakness, and that there was a way to use my emotion to channel it into something productive and helpful. But I think my father was really much more of a, just feel your feelings kind of guy.
So there's something that I've seen you do before. You've actually used your hands, and your hands do glow. And when they glow, you heal people, correct?
Yeah, that's that is true. I always thought that I don't really know what I thought that was. It's just I always thought I could, by connecting with my patients, I could better understand how to help them along their paths to recovery. Are you saying that this is something else?
So you never saw your mother's true form then? And I know you spent more time with her, but I have.
Really?
So Trius, you might want to sit down for this.
All right.
Azrael is going to back up, and he's never done this before, but he is going to expose his wings. Now, Azrael's wings don't look like feathers; they look like skeletal.
Oh, are you also a half elf or?
No.
No,
I'm half celestial. Your mother was full celestial. She was an angel.
Wait, my mother was an angel? Is that even
which makes you a half angel? You know our kind carries a stigma with it.
No, I've always been raised as just a human. I had no idea.
Well,
when you're
able to calm your emotions, you'll be able to do the same thing, but I'm going to guess that your wings will look different, or your energy will look different than mine. Mine used to look different too, but that's another long story.
Interesting. So you're saying I have some sort of an energy within myself because of our mother?
You should. You just haven't tapped into it yet.
What does it feel like to tap into that energy? Is it
Well, before my father was killed in battle, my wings were white, and they were like feathers, like a bird. I was corrupted and changed to be like this. I don't have the ability to. I don't have the ability to fly, other than to cause fear in people.
I mean, you seem like a fine person, Azrael. I don't know what you mean by corrupted.
Again, it's a really long story, and it has to do with the commander of my army that fell.
I won't push you if it's not something you're ready to discuss. But I want you to know that I measure the worth of every person through their actions and their deeds, and based on what I've seen you do. I don't believe you to be a corrupted person at all. I think I've never known you to be anything other than a stalwart champion of the weak and unprotected.
Right. And
mostly me.
Exactly. But I've been trying to figure out a way to restore myself. And when I came to Woodruff, you know, I had this pull, this drive to find the healer. And I'm going to guess that healer was you. And I didn't even know it at the time. Not until I saw your locket did I know kind of what it meant. It makes me wonder if, you know, perhaps your mother, Tessa, perhaps she willed this to happen, that, you know, we would eventually meet and, you know, face whatever challenges we need to face together.
Yes, as brothers.
Right. But like I said, keep in mind that, you know, magic is something that's to be feared, and especially divine magic. So you don't want to let on too much that you can do this, because those humans will fear you because they fear the unknown.
I mean, I think I would normally agree with you, but I think part of me wonders now that magic seems to be following our party around like a plague that we cannot get rid of. Whether someone with a divine touch would even stand out. You know, we have people tossing fireballs, magical wings sprouting from elves. I don't even know what's going to happen next at this Isle of Eagles. But your point is well taken. Is that what you meant by the stigma of our people? That humans feel what they don't understand and are quick to persecute those who are different.
I can't speak for every human, but in my experience, they look at us, you know, well, not us, but they look at Celestials as ones who should be protecting them and saving them. And when they can't, they become very resentful of them. You know, I want to do my best to, you know, help the party, help the people that we meet along our way, but I can't be everywhere at once. And I think the expectations that, you know, humans put on us, expecting us to save the world, is unrealistic. So,
well, I think we can only, I think that I understand that. I think that we can only do what we can. Part celestial or not, we are only one person, right? Each of us, and there's only so much that we can do. I'm curious though, when you tap into this form of yourself, how is it that you bring about that change? What state of mind do you enter in order to unlock this form of yours?
For me, it's when I calm my emotions.
That's interesting. Trius is going to take a moment and close his eyes and attempt to calm his emotions. He's going to, he's going to see a black spear pierce his father over and over and over again and try to push that out of his mind. He's going to see a fireball erupting within a council of elves and try to push that image out of his mind. He's going to see the shadow dragons attacking an inn.
Kai is handing you a mug of hot chocolate.
Yeah, Kai is handing me a mug of hot chocolate with just a poop-eating grin on his face. I'm trying to push that image out of his mind. And I think at the end of it, he will get to a place where he remembers kind of a hug shared with Saldana, where they were both kind of crying and weeping into each other's arms. And in that moment, he finds peace, but nothing happens. Nothing happens. And he's going to open his eyes again, and he's going to say, I don't know, Azrael. I think I may just need to practice a bit more. That didn't seem to work for me.
Well, you said your mother also wanted you to use your emotions. Do you think maybe that she was trying to do that to protect you so that you wouldn't be able to stay calm
That's possible. That's possible. I think that you know, Tessa's my mother's problem with me was that I always felt too much. And that the empathy that I had for those around me made me, in her eyes, weak and easily manipulated. I'm not sure. The person I am describing sounds like a different person than you knew, and I don't know what happened between you and me. But it always seemed that she was trying to toughen me up, to make me a stronger, more decisive person. And I don't think it was until my father died that I began to realize why she may have been pushing me in that direction. It was my father actually who encouraged me to go to a healing school to learn medicine.
What was your father's profession?
He was a mason, actually, a just a humble, loving man. He was able to he was able to pour his emotions into blocks of stone and create things that could really make people feel when they gazed upon it. Many of the statues kind of within the town of Woodruff were commissioned commissioned by my father. My father was commissioned to do that. I'm not really sure of the wording. I'm not great with that. But he was someone who found a way to take his feelings and translate them into stone in a way that other artists were not within my small town. And that was something he always encouraged within me, right? To explore my feelings and to wrestle with them and to make sense of them.
It kind of parallels my experience because my father was a knight. That's what he was born to do. That's what he did. And that's what he died doing. Where my mother was more of a healer, and your father had encouraged you to become a healer. Whereas your mother, the same mother, was the counterbalance to what he was teaching you to prepare you for something greater.
It's interesting. Yeah, it does sound like there was definitely a balance in their relationship. And then now that I think on what you've said about your father being a warrior, I think it does make sense that I guess the question is, who was our mother really, right? Was she a healer, or was she a warrior, or was she something in between?
Before I arrived in Woodruff, though, I did have a dream, and I've heard you and the party talking about different dreams that you've had. So in my dream, I saw my mother on a ship, and that ship had crashed. But, logic would dictate that she was lost. But I can't accept that. I'm not going to accept that. I think she's out there somewhere. Probably us getting together, maybe together we can find her.
Perhaps. I mean, how old are you, Azrael?
In my 40s.
You're in your 40s. Yeah. I would say that she and you were younger than 4 or 3. Wait, what was this? Is this a dream of something that had happened before, or is this
No?
No. This is a new dream.
This dream is something totally different because, like I said, she left before I was 4 years old, or around when I was 4.
Got it.
So if this dream sound or feels more like it was a premonition, not something that happened to me in the past, but something that I was seeing, maybe a hint at something that would come to pass or maybe has happened.
So you said she was you said she was on a ship and she crashed somewhere?
Yes.
Got it. So it must have been along one of these coasts. Was there anything within the dream that might have pointed to where this coast might have been?
Okay, so I'm going to have to, out of character, I'm going to have to ask the DM because this part is what Peter wrote.
Got it.
You're on mute too, Peter.
It was in the permafrost that she left. When you were a child, you saw her in the dream. You saw her ship. It was a flying airship, and the only other one that you've ever seen, and it was in your dream. You were a very young child, and in the dream, and it sailed over the mountains, and then something struck it, and then it started smoking and crashed behind the mountains.
Got it. So it did not. To clarify, is this something that happened? Was this like a repressed memory that he's recently dreamed about, or is this an entirely new dream?
No way of knowing at this point.
No way of knowing. But within the dream,
it was in the
child.
permafrost before his father moved him away from the permafrost.
Okay, and it was of him as a child.
Yes.
Got it. Interesting. I mean, based on what you were saying, Azrael, it sounds like the permafrost may be a good next place for us to visit, just to see what we might be able to find.
In the prophecy, I think there was something that mentioned the four rock formations that protect within the permafrost. So it could be one of those sites.
Possibly. But I think after we are done with our business here, it might be a good idea for us to make our way there to see what we might find. It's possible that this is simply a memory from your childhood, or it's possible that it is a portent of things that have come or are yet to come.
It's possible.
But yeah. A lot to think about, Azrael. A lot to think about. I think that for the time being, I'm tired of you kicking my ass over and over again in our training sessions. I was thinking about picking up some new weapons, maybe a shield, so I can block. Your two-handed attack is very hard to fend off, and I'm not sure if I'm ready for another weapon yet. But I think a shield might help with that, and I do notice you're wearing armor. I think I might try that. Perhaps not something as heavy as you're wearing, but maybe something a little bit lighter. I've been wearing nothing but cloth my entire life, and I'm thinking it might be time to upgrade.
So yeah, we'll have to check the blacksmith like you suggested too.
Absolutely.
Just a question though. Do you think it's safe to tell the party what we're speculating here?
I trust the party implicitly. I see no reason to keep it from them. At the same time, it seems like an awkward thing to just bring up. Perhaps if there's a time when it makes sense, it might be something that we talk about. I mean, unless you have other feelings about them, about how we out ourselves, as it were. I mean, this is something that I won't take lightly because it would involve you revealing yourself as well.
I think let's see how if your power actually manifests and people witness it, and it'll be easier to explain it. But I'm okay with kind of sitting on it for now and not, spilling all the beans.
Absolutely. I think some beans are better left in their pouches, lest they turn into giant beanstalks.
That too.
Absolutely. You never know what giants you might run into once the beans have been spilled. That sounds good. Well, let's go on ahead and get this shopping done. I know Saldana's interested in some arrows, and Yora wants about a dozen daggers. Why? I don't know. I don't ask questions. I just do what I'm told.
I've learned not to ask either.
Absolutely. All right, and end scene.
Yay! Very good, very good. Alrighty. So as y'all disembark from the ship using the rope ladder that leads down to the ground, the dwarves are no longer on the ground, hugging the ground. They have wandered off into the city. As you approach the gates to the city, you see a sign above the gates that say, "Welcome to Weefelheim." And
Did you say Niflheim?
Weefelheim.
Oh, Weefelheim. Got it.
There you go. It's in chat. And in Roll20 chat. And then as you enter the city, you glance around. You don't see any of the other party members nearby. But as you explore the city, looking for a blacksmith or a weapon shop, you come across like this corral area that has multiple stalls that hold pets, animals in the stalls, and inside one of them is a roaring creature that is white, and it is just roaring ferociously, trying to get the attention of Trius, it seems.
Oh, this is strange. I'll approach. What is going on with this creature?
The shop owner.
What is it? Yeah.
Sees you peeking through the stall beams, wall, whatever, and he says, "Oi, I've imported this creature. Just bought it. He comes from the mountains above Milanador, but we cannot always tame these creatures. And you look like a fine man. Perhaps you could tame this creature. It is a crag. I think it's called a crag cat."
Crag cat. This is a wild beast. You cage them and sell them? What is wrong with you?
Well, the man that I bought it from, he said he raised it from being a kitten.
Is this even legal? Surely the regulations around which exotic animals can be raised and kept in captivity and sold as domesticated, these aren't meant to be house cats. What are you, some sort of a tiger king?
The crag
What's wrong with you?
Oh boy, all that build up just to get to the Tiger King. So
worth it.
So the crag cat in the stall it's grown silent as it hears your voice, and it's kind of cocking its head a little bit and staring at you through the slits in the wooden walls type of thing of the stall. It's like a fencing almost, so you can see a little bit through it. And
Absolutely.
the shop.
As I'm saying that, I'm going to go on ahead and try and see how the shop owner reacts to my questions and my outrage. The 22 perception.
He just brushes it aside. He's like, hey, this is my business. This is how I make my money. I bring in unusual pets and I sell them to people who want unusual pets. There are no laws. I break no laws. I buy these from the trappers who bring them. And the man that sold me this creature, he said that it was a kitten when he got it, and he raised it so it will not attack you unless you make it angry. And this crag cat is actually larger than any crag cat you've heard of. It's about a foot taller at present, and it looks quite intimidating.
Got it.
But it isn't looking at you with anger or malice or anything like that. It's more curiosity.
Got it. Awesome. So you're saying there are no laws here in this land that govern the sale of creatures such as these?
Oh no! I sell creatures all the time. I once sold a unicorn to this traveling merchant, and I don't know what
Unicorns are
he did with the unicorn.
sentient
He never
creatures.
came back.
You know that, right?
I'm sorry?
Unicorns are sentient creatures. You know that, right?
I
It'd
don't
be like
know.
saying
It
you
didn't say anything
sold
to me.
How long have you been doing this, and how many animals have you sold thus far?
I've been doing this my entire life. I started as a little vagrant kid, and I caught mice, and I trained them to do tricks, and I sell them, and now I'm no longer training animals, but, I just sell them.
How many other animals do you have?
Tell me you're not going to buy every animal this guy
I'm just curious.
nods her head. Yeah.
I'm just curious. How many other animals do you have?
Well, right now I have one. No.
Yeah. How many other animals do you have?
I've got 2 sheep here, and I've got this mangy, dark-haired mutt over here. He's some kind of wolf or something. I don't know where he came from. The man who brought him in just to be honest, he sold it to me for only a few copper. Said he was tired of wrangling with the beast.
How much for all of the animals?
For all of the animals? Ooh, I'm having a good day today. Oh, I get it. You want to eat the sheep, don't you?
How many for all the animals?
Oh, just a minute. I need to count sheep. See, not just you guys can say puns.
But that was good.
Does he
done,
fall
Pete.
asleep while he's doing so?
Well done, Pete. Yeah.
Narcoleptic.
Well, he'll sell. Let's see. The dark cat. The crag cat is 20 gold.
Oh wow. Okay.
The wolf-looking creature that is black-haired, is he says, I will sell this to you for maybe 1 silver piece, just to unload him. He caused me too much trouble. He's caused his former master too much trouble. He said that he was a shadow wolf or something like that, but, he is what he is. And the sheep, of course, I will sell you for, 1 gold apiece. And there's good meat on those sheep. One of them is
All right.
male, one of them is female, so maybe you get them happy together and they make babies. I don't know.
Here's what I'll say to you, good man. I have no problem with the sale of beasts that are not sentient creatures. Anything below an intelligence of, say, 3 or 4, I think is fair game. I think what rubs me the wrong way is the fact that you've been selling things like unicorns, this crag cat, and I think even this shadow wolf is an intelligent creature. I think it would be wise if you refrained from selling such animals in the future. Don't you think?
No, sir, I don't. I make my money the way I make my money. Do I tell you how to make your money? No, I don't tell you how to make your money. I just go about my business. You go about your business. If you don't want to buy these animals, then you don't want to buy these animals. I find somebody, buy them. Although I wouldn't mind getting rid of the wolf.
Absolutely. Let me phrase it to you a different way. I would strongly encourage you to stop selling these animals, lest you face the consequences that selling such animals will bring upon your head.
Forgive me if I do not understand, but that sounded suspiciously like a threat.
Not a threat, a promise. Would you like a demonstration?
I see. Yes, I would like a demonstration. Just what could you do to stop me from selling my pets? And he pulls back his tunic, his unbuttoned, I guess it's still called a tunic, right? And he's got a dagger tucked into his belt in a little sheath, and it's jewel encrusted. And he kind of rests his palm on the pommel of the dagger and says, "Go ahead, show me what you can do. And I show you what I can do, and maybe we get along fine, maybe we don't."
All right then.
Or you can buy these animals from me, and then I have no more animals for sale, and we get along. But if not,
no worries. This is what's going to happen, Peter. What do you call it? Trius is going to look over at Azrael, who I'm assuming is still with him.
Yep.
Oh yeah, look to your big brother.
Yeah. And then I'm going to look back at the shopkeeper, at the shop owner, and I'm going to say, listen, I've been through a lot these last couple of months, and I've been finding myself at the end of my rope and with very, very little patience. I've recently learned something about myself that I did not previously know. And I've done things in the past few days that I didn't know I was capable of. And kind of as he's talking, you can see him getting kind of like angrier and angrier and angrier. As he continues to talk, his eyes are will start to begin to glow, and a light will begin to erupt from his eyes and ears and nose and mouth, and he is going to his voice is going to get kind of louder and louder as he is speaking, right? And he's going to say, I don't know what I am capable of right now, so I strongly suggest that you stand down before I do something I regret.
And right about that moment, Azrael, you notice movement stepping up behind the two of you. And 5 city guardsmen are standing there. One of them says, what seems to be the problem here?
We have somebody that's keeping animals illegally. I'll point at the shopkeeper.
Hey, I know this guy. He's Bobby, for lack of another word. Bobby. He always has his papers for his animals. He shows me the bill of sales. Hey, isn't that right, Cousin Bobby?
Cousin, huh?
Fantastic. Trius is gonna say, "Not good enough," and he's gonna draw his draw a scimitar and attack.
Who's he attacking?
He's attacking the shopkeeper.
Oh, goodness. Okay. All right.
I'm sorry, Pete. I love you.
You know, just off topic for a second. When you were telling Pembear that you got his back, the first thing I thought was, until you meet his chief and slap him.
I'm a very angry person right now. I'm learning how to channel my emotions into something useful.
Okay, so I'm not really in a position to do a initiative roll.
No worries.
So
Right now, Trius is probably just slapping a little below his normal grade. He's Trius the King Slapper. This guy's no king.
He's a Tiger King.
Oh, there you go.
okay, so Azrael, are you going to join in this and draw a weapon?
I wouldn't miss it.
Okay, so there is a shopkeeper, 5 city guard, and the 2 of you. And you know what? I am going to just pull them onto the...
What could go wrong?
Absolutely nothing.
It's fine.
It'll be fine. Just 5 guards.
This is how we end up with another episode of Trial.
Last time, Caius took out a bunch of guards in one turn.
You
So-
want some tips?
For lack
If they
of
have the
a...
same...
Roll a 98 on your percentile dice.
But didn't Caius try to give the necklace away at one point?
Yeah, I think somebody gave it back. I don't know. It was still in my inventory the other day, so I don't know. Did I take it back? Or did...
I thought Trius took it away.
Took what away?
Oh no,
Trius did.
the city guard. And
Yeah,
Zach
Yeah,
is kept it.
we all
They kept it.
refused the...
Yeah, I thought so. So
Yeah.
I took it out of my inventory today.
Okay, so I will pull your tokens out here and let's see. Close this.
I appreciate you, Peter. I'm so sorry.
Oh, it ain't no big deal. I mean, if you die, you die.
That's true.
Just gonna take your brother down with you.
It's actually kind of cool though, because we're on the map, so I kind of feel like a Titan, just fighting over the map.
Boom. Gojira!
I love how the brothers are going at it now. They found out they're brothers. They're like, yeah,
Yeah.
we can take on city guards now.
We immediately take a back-to-back fighting stance.
Okay, so
Too cliche.
let me just open this character sheet and I'll be ready. Are you guys ready? You have
I am
control
ready.
of your 2 tokens?
I do have control of my token.
Okay. So, as Trius draws his blade, the blade that the shopkeeper had flashes out, and it's actually a bit longer than a dagger. It's kind of halfway between a longsword and a dagger, so it's more like a short sword.
Cool.
And the guards all draw their weapons.
Awesome.
And obviously,
before
we're
or
not
after
going
I
to
make
do with distance here.
Okay. Is this before or after I make my attack?
Actually, one of the guards is quick to react, and he instantly draws his blade and holds it at the throat of Azrael and says, "I don't think you want to do that."
Cool.
And
Is anything? Yeah. Out of curiosity, is anything within 10 feet of me?
everybody is, pretty much.
And
Does the mountain
fantastic.
provide half cover?
Awesome. Hey, just for fun, Peter.
What?
As this light is pouring out from my eyes, my ears, my nose, my mouth, there is an aura of bright light that surrounds me within 10 feet. And everyone, even without me doing anything, goes on ahead and takes 3 radiant damage. Unless you're an ASMR and have resistance to radiant damage.
3 points?
3 points, just for being there.
Including friendlies?
Actually, yeah, including friendlies, unfortunately.
Yes, it's best.
Quick question. This actually happens at the end of my turn, so what do you call it? I will wait. I apologize.
Well, I
It
already
happens. It's
deducted
fine.
it, so remind me that I deducted it when you do it.
Absolutely.
I'm not going through them all again.
No worries, no worries. Is it their turn or our turn?
Oh, well, the one guard holds the blade at Azrael's throat and warns him that he shouldn't do anything. Azrael, it is your turn in the initiative.
Okay, I'm going to
Now, this
try
guard
to
has
pull
not cut you, by the way. He's just threatening you.
Okay, well, I'm not going to cut him. I'm going to grab his hand and I'm going to shock and grasp him.
Oh,
Here's a technical question.
sure.
If the shocking grasp grabbed the blade, which conducts electricity, wouldn't it radiate down through the blade?
Into the person's hand?
Yeah. Just a question.
Well,
Miles
yeah,
grabbing
but
his
grabbing
hand,
a
so-
blade's not comfortable.
If the guard or whoever the target is, I believe if they're wearing metal armor or metal anything
Yeah.
around on them, then it's disadvantage or something like that, right?
Yeah. But Azrael grabbed the guard's hand, not his blade.
Okay, so, alrighty. So, what does he have to do to?
19.
Is his AC higher than 19?
No, it is not.
Okay, then he takes 11 lightning damage.
All right.
And he can't take reactions until the start of his next turn.
Okay.
And he's wearing metal armor, right?
Splint. Which is partial.
Okay, well, it wouldn't matter anyway because I still hit with it. But if he was wearing metal armor, I have advantage on the attack.
Well, cool.
Well, you hit anyways.
That's it. I thought it was
Yeah.
disadvantage on saving throw, but it's advantage on the attack.
Yep.
Okay, is that the end of your turn?
Will he drop his sword?
Well, no.
I mean, basically, I put his hand in the light
Oh,
socket.
it's the sword the hand that's holding the sword.
Yeah.
What is your what's your dex? I don't know what to use here. Well, he rolled a 5
Well,
anyway, so yeah, he drops his sword.
Yeah, I have an 18 strength.
He drops his sword
Okay, then it's my turn then.
and starts swearing at you. Trius, the shopkeeper, makes a stab, a lunge at your arm that is holding your scimitar.
Sure.
And I don't know why I closed that window. And oh wait, wrong weapon. It's this one. He rolls a 20.
That'll hit.
Okay. And he does 4 piercing damage, causing you can roll. Why don't you do a dexterity save?
A dexterity. Sure. I have a 12.
You drop your scimitar.
All right. I dropped my scimitar.
And he responds by saying, oh man, I forgot his voice already. He says basically, ha! I got you good. That is totally the wrong voice.
There you go.
And now he does have multi-attack. So then he flashes down and
That's not going to hit.
he takes a swing at your gut and misses.
All right.
And that brings us to another guard, which is this one. He actually has drawn his longsword, and he is making a two-handed attack. And he rolls a 17.
That will not hit.
It did not hit you?
No.
Wow. Ooh, Mr. Tough Guy. Okay. He has multi-attack. Let's see, 2 longsword attacks. Okay, so he takes another swing and he rolls a 24.
That will hit. That will hit.
Okay. He does 5 slashing damage to you.
Sounds great.
And that brings us to you, Trius.
Fan friggin' tastic. As a bonus action, Trius is going to what do you call it? Reach his hand into his scabbard where his sword would be, but is not, and is going to say, "Not good enough." And he's going to pull. He's going to extend his hand out, and from his scabbard, he is going to. You're going to see like the light that was in his eyes and ears and nose and mouth is going to appear to pulse and travel down his neck and chest into his hand. And from the scabbard, he's going to pull out a sword that appears to be made entirely of light. And that will be a 2nd level spell slot that he is going to use in order to do that. So that's his bonus action. And then with his action, he's going to attack with it. And as his sorcerer, he's going to twin that attack. It's going to be a booming blade. And I'm going to attack the shopkeeper and the guard that just attacked me. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Twinned means that you can attack 2, right? It makes.
I can
2.
attack. Yeah, absolutely. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. The first one is going to be a 15.
That misses.
And the second one is going to be, another 15.
And that misses.
Fantastic.
But it looked awesome.
It did look awesome, didn't it?
Yes.
They both take 3 points of damage. You already did that. And Trius is going to take 3 halved. Is that 2 or 1?
It would be 1.
Okay, Trius is going to take 1 point of damage. And he makes a Constitution saving throw of 15, so he should be fine. That's Trius' turn.
Alrighty. And that brings us to the third veteran who moves forward. Third guard, I mean. And takes a swing at Azrael. He says, "Hey man, you can't do that to my friend." And he swings his longsword with 2 hands. Misses on the first one, obviously. Rolls a 16 on the second swing.
Want the good news or the bad news?
There is no good news.
Yeah, you don't hit.
And that is his turn. And then we come back to the one who dropped his weapon. And he draws a short sword and swings. And rolls a 17.
For Azrael,
Yes.
reaction shield.
Okay, you got to explain that one to me.
So a invisible shield appears and blocks him from hitting. Because it just raised my AC by 5.
Oh, man. Okay. You said it's invisible. It's not made of light or anything?
Nope.
Okay, so the blade sparks off some invisible force that blocks it, and the guard staggers a little bit from the impact of his arm, and then he regains himself and tries again. 20.
And it still misses. Bounces off that shield some more.
Ooh, okay. And that is his turn. Now it is your turn.
Okay, so Azrael did not have his swords drawn when this whole thing went down. He actually calls both of his swords to his hand, Eldritch Knight. And he is going to attack the guard that dared to pull out a short sword. Does a 23 and 24 with kindness hit?
It's not very kind, but yeah.
Okay, so that's 6 and 6 damage. So 12.
Okay.
That ends his turn.
Alrighty. And that brings us to the shopkeeper. The shopkeeper is clearly getting madder and madder. And he puts his fingers to his lips and he whistles. And one second. It's loading.
His whistle is
How
loading?
big is this guy? Okay.
It's enormous. It's too big.
Mountain dog.
Actually, 2 of them come out from one of the back stalls, and then he uses his short sword on Trius once again.
Okay.
And he rolls an 18.
Shield. That doesn't work.
And then he tries again.
Shield Brothers.
And he rolls
That doesn't
12.
work either. Nope.
Okay. The dogs are added in, by the way.
Cool.
That brings us. That was the shopkeeper, right? I'm gonna skip
It
the
was.
first attack of the wolf and go right to the veteran because I had to resort to the guard.
Sure.
And this is the one on the other side of you, the city guard at your back, and he takes a swing with his love sword. And
Oh, no.
rolls a
Please don't.
16.
No, that doesn't hit.
And
He
then he
misses.
swings again. And he
That
rolls
also
a
doesn't hit.
13.
Nope.
Okay. And that brings us to you.
Great. I'm gonna try to take 2 swings at the shopkeeper and the guard that just hit me or tried to hit me, and we will see if this works better. I'm gonna spend a sorcery point, and I will try to hit.
12 does not
I
hit.
got 12, does not hit, and I will try again. 15.
15 does not hit. Your blade sails over the head of your target. Were you aiming
Man.
at the shopkeeper, by the way?
I was aiming at the shopkeeper.
Okay.
Um,
He ducks.
man, I'm
beneath
rolling
the
so
blade.
low. Yeah, that's fine.
Is that the end of
it
your turn?
happens.
What about the radiant damage thing? Does that happen again?
It does happen again. You know what? I'm gonna roll 2d4 on the shopkeeper, to add 2d4 to my 15 to see if I can hit him. It's my favored by the gods. I can do this once per short rest. Oh, and I rolled min. So 17. Does a 17 hit?
17 hits.
Fantastic. I can't believe I rolled 2 ones. That was so bad. But that will be 9, 10, 11. Hold on. And I think I get more from my radiant consumption. That's another 5 from radiant damage.
Well, that was 3 the first time. Why is it 5 now?
Once a turn on an attack or spell, I do I can do 5 extra radiant damage to a target. So I can do extra.
So on him.
Yeah, on him, 9, 10, 11. I get 2 for dueling. So that's 11 plus another 5 is
Okay.
16. And then 3 radiant damage on top of that from the aura.
Okay. Because the wolves aren't entering until the top of the round, I didn't subtract it from that. I didn't subtract the 3 from Azrael or you either.
Okay, I'm subtracting it for myself. It's just 1 damage for me.
Okay. And Azrael takes another 3 damage?
Just
Azrael's
1.
resistant. He's resistant to radiant as well.
Yeah. So it would just be 1.
Okay. Alrighty, is that the end of your turn?
I made a Constitution saving throw of 23, so I'm fine.
Just curious, what's the Constitution saving throw for?
To maintain concentration on my spell,
Oh, okay.
because I did a damage to myself.
Alright, you're hurting yourself. You know you're only hurting yourself by doing this, man.
It's true.
So, Azrael, you have one of the city guards. It would be this one. And he is attacking you with his longsword.
Can you use shield to stop the radiant damage?
No,
No, it just happens, unfortunately.
Does a 16 hit?
no.
Okay, so he swings again. I know a 14 don't hit, so that is the end of his turn. we at the top of the initiative? We are. Okay. One of the wolves, this wolf, right here is going to leap forward and attack Trius.
Cool.
A 23 to hit.
You know what? I'm gonna cast shield. So no, it doesn't.
Did the guard's turn come up? Who you casted on last time, or would it still be active?
It's active until my next turn.
Oh, okay.
Okay, the wolf only gets one attack, so now
Cool.
it is this guy's attack on Azrael. And I just clicked the wrong one here. And rinse and repeat. Misses. Does a 20 hit?
I'll allow it.
You'll allow it?
Yeah, I'll allow it.
He does 9 slashing. And that is his turn. It is now Azrael's turn. Can you make sure you deduct that on the Roll20 map too?
Yeah, I'm just doing it on the Roll20 map because I know that you keep that and not the other one. So. Okay, so the guard that had his sword to my neck, that's the one who dropped his sword and he pulled out a short sword, right?
Actually, let's back that up. Add the 9 back. Because I forgot he didn't have his long sword and that's what he attacked with. So
Oh, Pete, I forgot. I have a question.
yes.
Are we in sunlight?
I would imagine the sun is shining, yeah.
Fantastic. I apologize. All of my attacks should have been made with advantage. But I will not make that mistake from now on.
Okay, so Azrael, with his short sword, he rolled a 9 the first attack and a 25 the second attack with a crit.
I don't see how the situation's improved, but go ahead.
Well, there's how it improved. He only did 6 points of piercing. 6 is better than 9.
Depends on how you look at it. I just don't like being critted.
Oh, okay. And
Fair.
that brings us to your turn.
Okay, so I am going to attack that guard that still has his short sword because he can't pick up his long sword.
Oh,
And with my bonus action, I'm going to attack with my offhand weapon. Does all 3 of those hit? 26, 25, 21?
do I have to answer that?
Yeah. I want the
Yes, they
satisfaction.
all hit.
Okay, so that's 10, 9, and 8. I'm going to action surge if he's still standing.
Wait a minute. Let me see if he's still...
27.
27.
I don't love fighters.
He's still standing, but he is not looking good.
Okay,
He's barely
I'm
on
gonna
his own 2 feet.
is he weak enough that I could kick him to the ground and hold my sword at his neck and tell the guards to stop?
How much damage do you do with unarmed attack?
My unarmed attack is 5 damage.
It would knock him unconscious.
Okay, then I will hit him in the face and knock him down and tell them to stand down.
Okay, so he is unconscious on the ground.
And
laid-
I'm holding my sword to his neck.
Okay.
ready to ram it through his neck. Tell him to stand down.
The other guards hesitate. The shopkeeper, however, does not. And he takes another swing. Well, no. He hesitates as well. And everything is at a standstill for a few seconds. Did you want to say something?
Yeah, I feel that this man is keeping pets illegally, and I don't care that he has bills of sale or otherwise. It's inhumane, and I'm not going to stand for it. And then he goes and sends wolves after us. They had nothing to do with this. If anything, throw him in jail.
It is not against the law in this city for him to sell these animals.
Well, I'm changing the law right now. It is illegal.
You're not the king. You are not the boss of me.
No, we just slap kings in this party, okay?
Why don't you just buy all the animals and set them free?
Why don't you just set him free?
Because
Do the right thing.
I got to pay my stall rent. This is what I do for a living.
You can find another line of work. Trias, what do you want to do with him?
I think we should make it so that he can't sell any more animals.
Trial.
You know, there will be another
Yeah.
trial if
I think
this.
I do
not if
want to
there
go
aren't any
to.
survivors.
I do want to go to a pet cemetery and question all the animals that he's ever hurt over the years.
Absolutely. I'll just speak with Dad, all of the animals, right?
Ruff, 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 ruff.
Yeah.
Meow, meow, meow.
Buying the animals today. Yeah, buying the animals today. Will put a band-aid on this issue, but it will not address the root cause of this problem, which is this man. If he is unwilling to change his ways, then we'll have to cut him out of society so that it can heal.
The guards are like, I think you better leave Weefelheim. Your kind isn't welcome here.
Our kind? What are you trying to say?
Oh, good lord.
Yeah, what are you talking about?
It's cultural
Absolutely.
appropriation. I won't
How many-
stand for it either.
Yeah, how many seconds have passed during our conversation? They're all taking 6 damage every 6 seconds. 3 damage every 6 seconds.
If they're still taking damage, then the fighting doesn't pause.
Okay. Cool. Cool.
So, are they still taking damage?
I haven't dismissed it.
Turn the sun off.
One of the
not
guards
for nothing.
raises a whistle to his lips and blows.
Is that his action?
That is his bonus action.
Okay, is it his turn?
No.
Okay, then he can't do it.
Well, he will when it's his turn.
If he's still standing, he'll do it.
Yeah, so I will subtract 6 damage. And you guys need to subtract these
1.
poor dogs. Actually, it would be 2.
2. Oh, right.
These poor dogs are like not even attacked anybody yet.
They've seen the light.
Okay, so Azrael, the last thing you did is taking that guy down. But these guys are taking damage now, so they're not gonna stop fighting now. They're like, the shopkeeper takes a swing at you instead. And he rolls an 11 and a 21.
Shield.
Does it take both hands to cast shield?
Nope.
No.
Okay.
I love it.
Especially not if you have Warcaster.
Ooh, sorry, guys. Okay, so
Okay.
that was his.
The verbal component is nope.
Nope.
And
Not today.
the wolf takes a rolls a 16 as it tries to bite Trius.
Nope. Shield's still up.
Okay. This guard here. Now I'm fighting back a sneeze here. Oh, crit with a two-handed longsword.
Well, that will hit. It's a crit.
13 points of damage.
Sounds good.
And then he attacks again and rolls a 10.
That is not it.
Okay, so you're staggering a little bit from the first blow and manage to stagger out of the way of a second swing. And it is your turn, Trius.
Fantastic. How is everyone around me looking? How's the shopkeeper looking?
Pretty good.
Pretty good.
The only
How-
one that doesn't look good, well, the two dogs are bleeding profusely, but one guard is unconscious. The rest are looking in good condition.
The rest are looking in good condition. Okay. I'm going to try something different. I'm going to, instead of trying to attack, I'm going to cast a spell. And I will spend another sorcery point to twin it.
How does
So
this
we'll
affect your concentration on the other thing?
It's not a concentration spell, so it's
Okay.
fine. Yeah, it's just a regular spell. That'll be a 19 against the first target, which is the shopkeeper,
That hits.
and then a 14 against the guard.
That does not hit.
No worries. This is going to be 20 radiant damage
Whoa!
to the shopkeeper, plus another 5 from my aura, not my aura, but from the thing that I can do with my aura once per turn, plus 3 to everyone around. So that's 28 to him in a turn.
The shopkeeper actually almost drops his blade as he drops down to one knee, and then he stands up quickly, ready to defend himself a little more.
Gotcha. And then as a bonus action, I am going to regain 5 hit points.
Okay. You have a max of 44.
49. 49 because of aid.
Oh, that's right. Okay,
Yep.
so. And that is the end of your turn. Oh, what about the radiant damage thing?
So 3 to everyone around me. 1 to myself.
Wish there was a quicker way to do group damage. And you and
Shopkeeper's still
Azrael-
looking pretty. Yeah, shopkeeper's still looking pretty good.
No, the shopkeeper is actually severely hurt. He is.
Fantastic.
He's just barely standing.
Got it.
He feels woozy. And that brings us to the guard just below the unconscious guard, who is facing Azrael. And he actually strikes at the wrist with his longsword. He's striking at the wrist that's holding the blade to his friend's throat. And he missed both times. And that brings us to one of the animals. The animal just kind of lays down on the ground and starts whining and does not attack. And the unconscious guard. I guess the unconscious guard gets to make a death save, doesn't he?
No, he's unconscious. He's not dead.
Oh,
Yeah.
he's not stabilized.
Yeah, but if you're unconscious, you don't just start dying because you're unconscious.
Plus, he did punch in the face damage.
Yeah, I didn't stab him
Yeah.
in the heart.
It was punched through the
Fine,
face.
it is
damage.
Azrael's turn.
You said the shopkeeper looks pretty ragged.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, I am going to do non-lethal damage by punching him again. Or punching this guy this time.
Okay.
With the law. Does the
The
law hit?
law. New law.
Does a 24 hit?
Yes, it does.
Okay, I'm looking to knock him out too. That's a 5 damage to his face.
Okay. He falls unconscious.
It ends my turn.
Yeah, let me just...
What are the length of Azrael's arms?
They can move mountains.
Okay, because I was just going to ask if you're slapping with long arms of the law.
Yes.
Oh, boy.
I was
Awesome.
actually, because I could actually control the ship. I was gonna throw the ship at them, but I figured that would be a little bit too much WWE.
Well, the shopkeeper is unconscious, so he can't move. The other wolf, he just lays down like the other one, whining in place. And pretty much both wolves have dropped out of the battle. And that brings us to the guard next to Trius. And he rolls an 18 and a 16.
You know what? Shield.
That's only for the first attack, right?
No, it lasts until my next turn.
But I mean, your armor, the second one doesn't hit anyways, right?
Right.
Okay. Alrighty. So that is the end of his turn. And it is your turn. Yeah, I ain't gonna have no spell slots left.
No, I'm getting pretty close. But you know what Trius is going to do is he's going to attempt a persuasion roll. He's going to say to the guard nearest to him, "My quarrel is not with you. Turn away. You are outnumbered and outgunned." That is a 15.
The guard drops his weapon and says, "Easy
Yeah.
now, easy. We don't want... You're making a mistake, but we've had enough."
Hmm.
And the guard above him is like, "Are you insane, man? Oh, wait, that's the wrong guy. I could keep going."
Yeah. Turn around and forget what you saw here.
Roll
And
a
you will-
second
you-
persuasion on the other guard. Oh, man.
15.
Okay. They're not going to forget what they saw here, but they are going to put their weapons away. He's going to put his weapon in his sheath. He ain't going to drop it like the first guard. And he's going to
Got it.
say, "Look, man, you can't do this." okay? The shopkeeper, Bobby, he has a right to be here. You are strangers in our city. Suddenly I talk like Indian.
Yeah. What happens to Bobby is none of your concern.
Bobby is my cousin.
I swear to you that no harm will come to these guards.
And what about the shopkeeper?
Is that the guard asking, or is that you
Yeah.
asking?
The shopkeeper. I mean the guard.
The guard.
Because it's their duty to watch over them.
Well, here's a question. What other animals do they have? They have a crag cat. They have a wolf. What other things?
And 2 lamb.
Because I was hoping they had like a gorilla. Because I put the shopkeeper in with the gorilla.
Well.
But I dressed the shopkeeper out like a gorilla. So this way.
You dress him up like a girl?
A
you
gorilla.
ever see Trading Places? When they knock the guy out and they put him in the gorilla costume and they put him in the cage.
Decades, man.
Yeah, I know, but you should watch it again because that's what I would do to him.
Absolutely.
Okay, so the 2 conscious guards are kind of laughing giggling under their breath at the unconscious shopkeeper.
Mhm.
They move. You're out of combat, by the way.
Fantastic. I'll use a bonus action to stop my aura.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Probably.
And they're over there caring for their unconscious guard friend. The shopkeeper is dressed up as a woman. And you see some city folk kind of gathering around that were watching the fight, and they're kind of laughing at the shopkeeper and the pointing and staring. He's still unconscious though, so.
Got it. I'll say, I think we're done here. Go on ahead and return to your duties. That's a 27.
That would be, in order for them to abandon, they wouldn't just walk away.
Okay. I rolled a crit.
They need to make,
but...
I know you rolled a crit, but.
Okay.
But.
It's fine. But what do they need in order to walk away?
Their job is to look after the city folk. And
yep. What do they need in order to walk away? What do you need in order to walk away from this?
Leave him where he lays and leave the money for the pets, and you can have the pets. And I will, for a few gold, I might consider telling my captain that maybe he shouldn't be able to sell animals here anymore. Hey, that's my cousin you're talking about.
Got it. I'm gonna look at him and I'm gonna say, we just took out 2 of your guards and the merchant without very much problem, and you want to bargain with us?
Dude, man.
No, I'm asking. I mean, is that what you want to do right now?
Yes, it's what I want to do. If you want the shopkeeper to stop selling animals, then I mean, if I want the shopkeeper to stop him.
If I want to stop the shopkeeper from selling animals, I can stop him with or without your authority.
But if you kill him, I will blow on this whistle and bring 20 guardsmen here.
Okay.
Under my breath, I'm saying I want to ram that whistle down his throat.
Sounds good. And I'm gonna say, and then what I will say is if, and I will immediately attack both guards.
Oh my gosh, Eric. Okay,
I'm sorry.
let's stop for a second. I want you
Yes.
to ask yourself as a player, is this what's good
Yes.
for the party?
It doesn't
Seriously.
matter. It's what he said. This is what he said. Trias did. Trias
That's
did
what he
it.
wants to do.
Trias is doing it.
Well, there comes a point when a line has to be drawn. At this
Oh,
point,
really?
it's
And that line
becoming
is right now,
disruptive.
and not. So that line is right now, and
Since
not
they're
when.
immune to persuasion, he had to try something else.
Yeah, I tried to persuade them to walk away. They didn't want to walk away. I critted on this on the persuade, and they didn't want to do it. That's fine. I think the line for Trias is animal cruelty, and he's willing to kill people for it. So
Okay.
he's in a dark place, and he's very angry
Keep it-
right now.
Keep in mind, I could have easily killed the guard and the other person. I didn't do that. I did non-lethal damage.
He did non-lethal damage, but we can. We can. I mean, yeah. I'm sorry, Peter. I'm sorry for being a difficult player tonight.
Well, you're just
He
doing
also
what
said
your
that he
player,
did
what
it.
your character would do. So
He
Yeah.
also said that
I mean-
he did it. We didn't let Greg take back Trias throwing the fireball when we realized the mathematical error.
This is true. I mean, worst case scenario, I have to roll a new character.
Okay, so you have the first turn in initiative.
Okay, fantastic.
Hey, guys, also realize that we're coming up on the 4-hour mark. We have about 15 minutes left.
Got it.
So
I'm going to use my last sorcery point, and I'm going to attack both of those guards. A 21 and a 27. That second one is a crit.
Okay, they both hit.
wow.
Fantastic. So the first one is going to take 16 points of damage. The second one is going to take 18 points of damage.
By the first one, is that the northern one or the southern one?
Whichever one is... I'm attacking the one that is hurt most first.
I don't think you'd be able to tell what its health is. They look about the same.
That's fine. Northern and then southern.
Okay.
Fantastic. I'm gonna... That was my action, right? Yeah, that's fine. That's all I can do this round.
Okay, Azrael, it is your turn.
How do they look? Pretty bad off?
No.
Okay, I'm just going to go punch both of them. I'll punch one a couple times. I'm assuming
Which
the
one are
13
you
does not
punching?
hit. Whichever one looks more hurt.
That would be the northern one.
Yep.
Okay, a 25 hits, a 13 doesn't.
Okay, 5 damage.
Okay. -5. Okay, is anything else for Azrael?
Yeah, I'm just gonna give him a hard look.
Arr. Okay. And now it is the southern guard's turn. He, as a bonus action, he raises a whistle to his lips and blows. And you have 2 rounds before more guards arrive.
Cool.
A lot more guards. And then
Cool.
he is going to come over here, charge over here, and attack Trias.
Yep.
He rolls a 20 and an 11.
I'm gonna use my last first level spell slot, and nope, none of those hit.
Okay. And it is the Northern Guard's turn, and he charges over to Azrael and attacks with a crit and a 16. A 25 and a 16.
I'm immune to crits, especially when you roll 2 of them at the same time.
That's his special Asimar subclass.
Yeah.
Subrace.
No, it's a hit.
So that's 14 damage. The 16 missed, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And that is his turn, and it is Tria's turn again.
Cool. Trius is just going to attack with his sword this time. Just once.
It's not coming up for me, did you?
Sorry.
Oh, okay.
22?
22 hits, 16 does not.
Cool. It was just at advantage. That does 14 damage. Radiant.
And that's the guard closest to you?
The one that charged me, yes.
Minus 14. Okay. Do you have any other actions?
Oh, sorry. It should be 16 damage. So 2 more from
Okay.
being a duelist. I apologize.
Not a problem. Okay.
Nope. I have no other things that I can do.
Okay, Azrael, you are up.
How's this guy looking?
The guy south of you is looking... Well, they're not far apart, but the one below you is looking in worse shape than the one above you. But they're not near death.
Okay. I'm going to keep on punching him.
The north or south one?
The north one, the one that's closest to me.
Okay, the 25 hits at the law.
So another 5 damage.
So many punchlines coming through my head right now. Any other actions?
Nope.
All right. Trius, you are attacked with a longsword. An 11 and a 16.
Nope.
Wow, these guards suck.
Unfortunately.
And for them. And let's see. Now the northern guard takes swings at Azrael. Rolls a 17 and a 13. They both miss?
17 hits.
Oh, really? Oh, wow. One of them hit. A 9 slashing. And that brings us to Trius.
I'm gonna attack.
Oh, wait. That's the top of the second round.
That is?
I believe so. Yeah, we've been moving through them pretty quick. So,
That was the first round after he blew the whistle.
okay, we'll go one more round then. Okay.
Okay. I will attack. Sorry, I need to switch over to a different tab to attack.
No problem.
19.
That hits.
14 damage.
Sheesh.
What was your your mother's last name?
Shu?
I thought it might have been O'Doyle.
Oh.
Is there a +2 added to that damage?
I said it's 14 is what it should be.
Okay. He is looking in horrible shape right now. Any other actions?
Let me think about this. Nope.
Okay. Azrael, you are up, my friend.
I'm gonna go down swinging. I'll just punch him again.
Going down swinging.
5 more damage.
Let me find the token here. Get on the right layer. Okay. He's looking a little woozy. Not horribly woozy, but he's looking woozy. Any other actions?
No, that's it.
Okay. This could have been a boxing match. Okay.
Actually, you know what? I will second wind my bonus action. So.
Okay.
Oh, nice. Well rolled.
Second wind is healing, or is that another attack?
Action surge is another attack.
Okay,
Second wind
so
is just healing.
You healed 14 points.
Yep.
Okay. And that brings us to the guard next to Trius.
Yup.
He rolls a
22
22
hits.
on one attack, and he does 6 slashing points to Trius. It's amazing. Azrael is the actual warrior, and
Azrael's
Trius
also
has
been
taken
punching.
less damage.
Azrael's also been punching more than he's been swinging.
That's true.
Yeah,
Okay, so you deducted the 6.
I did. I'm at 21.
Alrighty. That brings us to the other dude, and he will take a swing at Azrael twice. A 15 and 16.
Miss.
Oh.
Okay, that brings us to Trius. Oh, we are at the top of the round as well.
Cool.
And one second here. 4 guards come rushing up.
That's amazing. They have a 12-second response time.
Yeah, I know, man. It's just remarkable in this place. They weren't far away. I mean, they were in whistle distance.
No worries. Trius is going to attack the shopkeeper.
You're gonna kill him?
It's my turn.
Okay.
15 to attack, to hit an unconscious person. Does that hit?
I think you'd have advantage.
Oh, I do it. I have it at 26 to hit an unconscious person.
Clearly that hits.
It does 15 damage to the unconscious person.
You have just committed cold-blooded murder. I hope you're satisfied with yourself.
I am.
And the things you said to Caius. Wow.
Absolutely. And then
You're gonna kill his dogs too?
Nope. I'm going to use my move action to run away.
To run away?
Yup.
Okay, that invokes an opportunity attack.
Sure.
A 21.
Yep, that'll hit.
6 slashing.
That's fine.
Coward. All
Yeah, I did what I
right.
needed to do.
It is Azrael's turn. Azrael, you are standing there. You got 6 guards around you. And Trius just took off running the other way. So, what do you do?
I surrender.
I surrender all. You sure?
Ask yourself that question again.
If I'm sure.
What would you do? Would you run? No. I'm not going to run, but I'm not going to go fight 5 guards by myself. So, I'll surrender.
Okay, so they put they take your weapons away and they place you under arrest. This is going to make for an interesting next week. And with that, as Azrael is placed under arrest and Trius ran away,
Yep.
we are going to call it a night.
Trial.
Wow.
I'm sorry, everyone.
Okay.
And I know what I'm working on this week. So
Is it going to be
We'll see.
27 questions?
We are gonna have to find pet cemetery witnesses.
This is true.
Yes.
we'll talk
We need-
about it.
We need a butchered unicorn from this guy who used to live with this guy in his cages.
I'm sending carrier pigeons right now to PETA to go and investigate this guy.
Yes.
By the way, the animals are still locked up in the pens. So really, you haven't accomplished a lot. But the murderer is gone, and poor Azrael has been arrested as an accomplice to murder. And that is where we will call it a night. I want to thank everybody for tuning in to this insane episode. And
Have fun.
and
We're going on an adventure.
yep. And
Yay!
Thursday we will be having Out of the Abyss, of which Jacob is a part of it, who plays Saldana.
Terrifying.
I played Sildana in this campaign, so
Yeah.
not technically wrong.
And so be sure to check that out. That starts at 7:15 on Thursday night. That is 7:15 Eastern time. And if you would like to join in any of our games that we have going on at different times, from one-shots to small micro-campaigns or mini-campaigns or ongoing campaigns, opportunities arise at different times, and you can get in on that fun if you would like to. Just join our Discord through that link that I just put in chat, and you can find out all you need to know there on our Discord channel. And I want to thank everybody for tuning in, and we will be back next week for the dramatic conclusion of the search for the coward Trius. Good night, everybody.
Good night, everyone.
Good
Thank you.
night.
Good night, everyone.